top selling album. I made the most money off that shit.
That's what's up, my dude.
And you know what's funny? I'm not even gonna lie. I did that on purpose.
A word? Yeah, I mean,
COVID. It was COVID. Why not? I said, fuck it. It's COVID. Yeah. Everybody's listening to music right now. Who's to say this nigga ain't listening to our world? If you think these niggas not tapped into our world, you're bugging.
Yes. Absolutely right.
Yeah, they. So I'm saying like this, right? Let's poke a bear. That's the right bear to poke. That nigga changed this whole shit around. Drake showed some interest in this shit. Your podcast is Drink Champs now.
You right? Yeah.
So understand this. When you see a nigga of his stature at a battle rap rooting for Charlie Clips, he love this shit that we do.
Yes. It means something. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta look at what's not being said is what's really being said. The niggas that you don't see me around is for a reason.
You are now listening to the Abyss Podcast with Carl the White Monk, Primo Jab, and Luke Cage.
Yeah. Yeah, people don't take ass whoopings anymore, but let's go, man.
Yeah, we gonna kick it off so we don't waste no audio at all, yo. Boom. Hey, yo, boom. So, Abyss Podcast, episode 103, right? Goddamn.
Correct.
That's wild, man. We made it to 103 episodes. Carl, is that a Mind Force shirt you got on there?
It is.
So, yo, shout out to Jay Petta, I think Jay Petta gonna hook me up. Triple B Records. How you feeling, Carl? You all right?
Man, I'm fantastic. Happy to be here.
Well. I see Primo Jab with the West Side Gun on the bike with the Conway joint shirt.
Yeah, Griselda on Steroids joint. The tour shirt, Chicago edition, 2017.
So it don't got nothing in the back. It don't got the 3187 on the back. It got the tour.
No, it got the Griselda on Steroids on the back.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't got the Griselda on Steroids. So indeed, we ain't gonna waste no time, man. We got a special guest, I'm saying, from Brooklyn, New York. You know what I'm saying? Now we out there in Cali, California, dreaming palm trees. You know what I'm saying? All that good shit. We're here, coastal, yo. Doing game. We got K.BURNS in the building. You know what I'm saying? Fire! Team fan. Fire!
Welcome.
Yeah. Group in the building, man. Gold chain, man. I know you know what it is. It's Bernie.
True indeed, man. True indeed, yo. Hey, yo, man, I got a bone to pick with you right off the gate, man. I don't like Drake, man. Word.
We're gonna go right off the bat.
Fuck. You get straight to it? You don't like Drizzy?
Yeah. Nah, I don't like Drake, man. Especially since he painted his fingernails. You know what I'm saying? I just really, if it really was like solidified.
Yeah, that trend right there. We ain't with that. I ain't got no comment on that one. You know, so I can't defend a man on some frivolous shit. You feel me? But now, why you don't fuck with Drake?
I think sometimes like you don't like people's waist. You know what I'm saying? Then like the way they diddy bop, it just irritates you. And ever since he came out, you know what I'm saying? I heard some good things about him. I think he'd be a cool dude. I know he like Little Brother. I know he like a lot of Dilla. He likes a lot of Wu-Tang. He likes a lot of things we like.
He like a lot of K.BURNS too. That's what y'all don't know.
Word? He bite you?
Nah, he ain't biting me yet. He ain't biting me yet.
He's just tapped in.
I ain't that hot, nigga.
he's just tapped in though, right?
He tapped in though. Nah, I mean, you know what it is, honestly. With me and Drake, I'm a Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? So mentally, I connect with him on a lot of shit. I already know where he going with it. Before he even say it, I already know where he going with it. It's like, I know what this song gonna be about. You about to cry. I know what this song about to be about. You about to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's a particular vein that Drake get into that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't personally hate Drake. I'm not a fan because I really don't listen to a lot of commercialized stuff.
Right.
But to deny that he has talent is dumb because he does.
He can rap.
No, and he's brilliant and he's marketed himself well. And yeah, he may paint his fingernails, but like he can really do whatever he wants. I have no hate for him. I just don't listen to it because it's just not an avenue I really listen to.
I mean, but a lot of people don't know. Like a lot of niggas might not know this about K.BURNS. Like I listen to everything. Like I can make everything. You know what I'm saying? Like if you listen to a K.BURNS project, you're gonna get hints of everything in there. We're not gonna keep it, you know what I mean, real linear. I got like a binary effect. You know, one of my homies we was all in a meeting, me and a bunch of blood niggas, right? And we laughing, they joking, shooting the shit. And my homie go, he's a fucking boom bapper. Like, nigga, I rap on drumless beats. I don't rap on no fucking boom bap beats. You know what I'm saying? But they don't even know the intricacies of our world. You know what I'm saying? So for them, they just throw everybody in the general boom bap. That's a hood nigga's way of saying we don't do commercial music. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's really what it is. I think a lot of times, you got to be on the pavement with these dudes and have them conversations to understand what they're really saying. You know what I'm saying? Because another nigga might take offense to it, right? I wouldn't, because it was a point in time where it was like, well, you a backpacker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. Yeah. I'm a backpacker, but I got my strap on my shit though too.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what the Abyss is right now. It's that culture that you just explained right there. You know what I mean? It's dudes with knowledge itself that's still living that life and doing what they got to do, or dealing with the realities of one thing and also understanding bigger things at the same time. You got that knowledge, like it's that feel. It's all there. It's that knowledge. It's that street scholarship. It's that street philosophy. That higher power doing what you got to do, the righteous struggle. All of that's in there.
It's a smorgasbord of stuff. It's a smorgasbord. It's a cafeteria of different genres.
What's crazy? I said the same shit.
Yeah.
Okay. The same shit. The shit is the cafeteria effect. Who got the cool table? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a nigga.
That's what it is now.
I feel I'm the nigga that can go to any table. I'm cool. I'm that cool. I'm fly. I got money. I fuck bitches. I can fight. All that. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool.
Exactly. Look, that's actually kind of what brought my attention to you, is because of kind of that. You bounce around like not you know a lot of people, man. You very connected, you very plugged in, and you move effortlessly in the different circles that you in. You don't seem like a sore thumb, you know what I mean, sticking out when you're there. You're complimenting those places that you're going. Like, are you a younger dude? Like, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
He's literally younger than us. 36.
I want to say 28.
That's what I was about to say, 27, 28 or something.
I know how old he is.
32.
He's 36. He's 36.
I'm 36. I'll be 37 in October.
That's what's up, man.
I do my research.
You got that. You still got that youthful energy. Not not a youthful ignorance, but you know what I mean. You got that youthful energy still to you, man. Like, you just seem like you really got a lot of. You know what I mean? Like,
I got a lot. I got younger brothers. I got younger brothers.
That's what it is.
I got about what? It's Hayes. It's me. It's Biz. It's God bless the dead. My little brother Quinton, that died when he was 7. And then there's my baby brother Damir. You know what I'm saying? And then I got a sister, Shaquana. You know what I'm saying? And between me and Terrell. So, it's a bunch of us. We all different ages. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So my youngest brother is 22. Nah, I'm the middle child. Yeah.
Okay.
But out of my mom's kids, I'm the oldest. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to I know how to be a little brother, right? But I know how to also be the older brother. But you also need to be
big brother,
I know how to be a little homie, right? Because I'm with all my peers is like, I'm 37, so my peers is all 41 and up, right?
Right.
So I'm the little homie amongst them. When I'm with AA, and there's Asia and Tri-State and Montage, we all in the room. I'm the little homie. I'm soaking game up. You know what I'm saying?
Right up.
I'm sitting there. I'm just smoking my weed, probably on the phone, chopping it up. One of the homies back home. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm just soaking up the vibe and the energy, and I'm watching how niggas move, and I'm seeing how motherfuckers carry themselves. How they deal with these motherfucking these vultures in the room, because I was struggling with that. You know, coming from my background, you know, everybody know what I mean, I bang and shit. I grew up banging and shit. So, you know, you can't with banging it, your life is on the line. So you conduct yourself you know, in this world,
watching your back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit in this world that I had to learn. Niggas is gonna play with you and poke the bear. You know what I'm saying? And when the bear wake up in a roar, everybody gonna move away. So I had to learn how to simmer that down. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just part of maturing. That's the maturity in your age. You know, I always tell niggas, I was telling Montage, you know, aging is inevitable, but everybody ain't gonna grow up. And that's something that I learned in my 30s. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Well, it speaks to you being able to move between those tables in the cafeteria as well, because I would imagine then when you're with the younger cats, you're getting to share some of that knowledge. But on the same side, you're also being able to kind of soak up that new culture and what's going on, and keeping the kind of your thumb on the pulse of what's really hot. So, it gives you a really unique, and it's probably why you create the way you create, but you do have a really fresh feel in a classic style.
I appreciate that a lot. I really appreciate that. But what I'm striving for in music is 100,000% originality. Like, I don't want to sound like nobody. I don't want to remind you of nobody. I want to be a breath of fresh air every time I want to be the artist that you discover. A lot of times I tell people the point of discovery is what's missing from you.
Did I lose all of you? Am I the one that's frozen? All right.
Hey, yo, before you no, it's good. I got a lot to talk about right here, but oh shit, K.BURNS, you remember when you left off?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Be back.
Like, when I bought, it was written and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to go back and really, really listen to Illmatic and realize, Nas is speaking about shit I see every day, and I'm a little boy. So I'm not one to say a child don't understand this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm very conscious of a lot of the things I say. You know what I'm saying? When there was a point in time when I wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
I'm very selective about the topics I touch. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a 15-year-old daughter. My daughter will be 15.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? My twins just turned 9. You know what I'm saying? So they on the computer, they could stumble across this. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be proud of that shit at least. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to be looking like, damn, that's my dad. Like I tell the little homies, I can't be outside smoking weed with you outside and red bandana on. Yo, I'm saying, big chain on, and my daughter walk by with her friends from middle school. Like, that's my dad right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not trying to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the knowledge itself and the maturity of age come in. You know what I'm saying? So music has always been like the guidelines and the soundtrack of my life. Me, you know what I'm saying?
But yo, it's wild how you was banging it up north, right? You was banging in New York, right? Yeah. Then you moved to Cali. Like, how was the banging culture? How that I know my cousin, he moved out here from Compton, and he was ready to fight everybody for whatever hat they had on when he got off the Greyhound.
Yeah, the hats matter. The hats matter.
Yeah,
I mean, look, be a perfect example. See the hat I'm wearing?
Yeah.
Like you can't wear no sports hats out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could at your own discretion. Like I tell niggas when they come out here. Like, whenever the homies come out here from the East, you know what I'm saying? They always got the wrong shit on. It's like, yo, take that fucking Yankee hat off right now, nigga. Like, take that shit. You know what I'm saying? For me, I respect the culture wherever I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't respect our shit, so I'm going to respect everybody's shit wherever I go. You know what I mean? One thing I can say that there's a lot of similarities. We get to move around where they stuck in these sections. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's a plus on our side, right? They got the lineage, and they don't got them stupid ass codes and all that shit that we got to go through. Niggas know where you from that. Where you from, nigga? You from here? That's where you from. Yeah.
I'm tiny, so and such. I'm, so and such is who and who, and we all from over here.
Neighborhood based. From here. It ain't like New York where we can have a whole section over there in the Bronx and a section. No, we this right here and that's that. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same from where I've been. It's the same in Boston. It's the same in Chicago. You know what I mean? Shout out to my nigga Rufus. You know what I mean? It's the same in motherfucking Florida. It's the same in Louisiana. Shout out to my little brother 318 Chase. Borough to borough it changed, but it's the same things. So it's not really much difference. It's just that a lot of times niggas really don't be knowing the history of the shit that they out here running with. You know what I'm saying? And
so indeed.
What we on right now ain't what the original niggas is on. Like, for instance, they on hats out here. You know what I'm saying? We not on that in New York. We ain't on that on the East Coast, period. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, it's just about understanding what you is and respecting it. And if you come in correct, wherever you go, you know what I'm saying?
So indeed.
Niggas gonna fuck with you and show you love. You know what I'm saying? That's how I get the love that I get out here from Hoovers, Bloods, Crips, Pyrus, Mexican gangs, because it's all like a gangster gonna be a gangster wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no frauds to perpetrate. I ain't coming nothing but what I am. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to take it or leave it. So when you coming like that, niggas respect it. Well,
universal.
Yeah, I think that's a universal law. Respect the man and
universal.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So indeed. I was wearing a Crook and Castles hat, a red Crook and Castles hat, and my cousin was like, "Yo, you wildin', yo. That's a gang." I'm like, "What?" I never even seen nobody with this before. Like, I ain't never seen nobody with one of these on nowhere. He's like, "Yo, you go to Cali, someone's gonna be like, let me get that. Like, get the hat. No, let me fuck you up." I'm like, "Oh,
instance,
man."
right? For instance, right? You gotta look at it like this. Like, everybody know I play baseball. That's my shit.
Yeah.
I ain't wear Ricky hat since I moved out this motherfucker.
I know you a Mets fan, right? You a Mets fan, right?
I mean, I was born the day the Mets won.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I was born
the World
on
Series.
that day.
87.
My grandfather played big league ball for the Mets, and my cousin got drafted by the Mets. But me and my uncle, the only niggas in my family that's not Mets. Everybody else is Mets fans. You know what I'm saying? Me and my uncle, the pinstripers. You know what I mean?
Okay, Yankees, yo.
I love the Yankees. I love baseball, period. It ain't really too many teams I don't like. Only team I don't like is Boston Red Sox and stupid ass bum ass St. Louis Cardinals. Other than that,
there you go. Let's go.
I was afraid he was going to say the Braves.
Let's go.
Nah, you know what's funny about the Braves?
Why you like the Cardinals, yo?
Some of my greatest baseball memories as a kid. You know what I'm saying? The rivalry between like if you had to beat, this how you know I know baseball. You had to beat Tom Glavine, then Greg Maddux, and then John Smoltz. That was they bullpen.
That's the rotation.
That was they staple. You know what I'm saying? John Rocker came late in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, he was the wild card.
It was so readily accessible for everybody, even if you weren't in that market, because of TBS. Just like the Cubs were for TGN or WGN.
You know how I started watching baseball heavy? I was a foster kid, and we ain't had cable. You know what I'm saying? We was fucked up in the game.
But you used to get the super stations.
Yeah, I used to just watch on WP on WPix 11. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch I watched Don Mattingly and Willie Randolph have a horrible 94. Horrible 93. Get them out of here. Like, please call the young boys up. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
What up? Hey, yo, why you like the Cardinals, man? That's my favorite team. Matter of fact, that's the only team I like.
You know why I don't like the Cardinals? I'm going to keep it 100. I don't like the
money?
Nah, y'all got Adam Wainwright.
Why you like Adam Wainwright, man? What's wrong with that?
I was mad. I wanted him to come to the Yankees.
I mean,
I always feel like that. I always say this, right? The Yankees got the best farm team, but they not calling nobody up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'd rather have seen him go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't want to see him in the Cardinal uniform. I'm like, damn, son.
I'll be calling them Midwest Yankees because if you look at the facts, we got the second most World Series to the Yankees, and we got half their payroll. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
we don't pay nobody.
Like all your championships came before like the 40s, bro. Get out of here.
Yo, yours too. Yours. Y'all got fat motherfuckers and niggas drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes.
It's not my fault that dumb nigga from Boston sold Babe Ruth for $12. You supposed to buy. They didn't even know he fucking hit. He was a pitcher on Boston. They never let him get in the batter's box. So we missed out about a good another 500 home runs. Just know that.
Real shit.
Yeah, but they also designed the stadium for him specifically. Like if you went out to the right field wall, you would trip over the wall because it was knee high.
I swear to God. Oh wow! I live right in East Los Angeles, my nigga. I live right. I can look at the Dodger Stadium from my crib. I can see right. Yeah. When I go to these games, to this day, when I go to a game, the first thing I look at is right field and everybody park. Everybody right field wall is small.
That's true. But
on,
they were the first. They were the first to do that.
Look, you never saw a right field wall with how, like, you never saw a green monster on a right field wall.
But isn't that the green monster, though? Isn't that one tall?
I mean, left field, ain't it?
It's taller.
I mean, I'd say the green monster is tall if you didn't grow up in New York City. In New York City, see, we play with them high-ass fences in New York. You know what I'm saying? So we naturally hit over a triple-deck fence in New York City. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the green monster.
I love the bravado. That's so dope.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I don't know. It's all it's all ball to me.
Y'all making the game too hard, man. Make this shit fun, man. Y'all making it too hard. You throw 90, I'm swinging 95.
Oh wow. Okay, real baseball talk. All right. Okay.
Back to the rap.
Yeah. But this is the content that I like. I'm saying get to know the artist a little bit better.
I mean, that was
low key.
We're just potting. It'll go where it goes.
Right there. I keep that shit.
I did not expect you to say you didn't like the Cardinals, though, man. Like, God dang, yo.
I mean,
Mookie, get over it. They suck. It's all right.
I know we suck this year. I can't never say they had a even when they had Mark McGwire, right? They kind of never. I always felt like they gave him a easy schedule. You know what I'm saying? They always
that's all we want.
They're one of the original baseball teams. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at it like that, right? And I just feel like put them bitches in the American League.
Yo, we had Pujols though. We had Pujols, Carpenter.
He's a bum. He's a fucking bum. He's a
Pujols was not a bum. He wasn't a bum. He wasn't no bum for 3 or 4 years. Nah.
He's a bum, and Giancarlo a bum too. Look, I even admit it. Giancarlo's a bum, bro. Right? He's swinging everything. He can't hit.
Didn't swing everything. Pujols
had a great
style.
He
switched his batting stance too. Like we get 2 strikes, or to switch his batting stance. He was dope.
I'll take Big Papi over him. I'll take Big Papi over him any day.
I would agree with that.
I'm taking Big Papi over Pujols any day. Big Papi got a decent glove.
Big Papi was just special though.
I mean, but you know what? I'm gonna keep it 100. It ain't the offense for me. I don't like a baseball player. Don't move me off offense. Like I'm a shortstop and second baseman. I like glove game. Like, you gotta have a mean glove. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, the best baseball player I ever seen in my life overall, Corey Seager, hands down.
Really?
Yeah.
Best baseball.
I don't know. I would have said David Justice.
God damn. See, that's outfield though. That's outfield. I don't look at it like that.
But talent-wise, that guy, he could play second or shortstop. I mean,
if you want to say him, if you could say David Justice, I could give it to Roberto Alomar too. Alomar, like, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely the Alomars.
The Alomars
both
crazy,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That name means something. You know what I mean?
As far as
and don't get it fucked up. Brett Boone was a beast too at third base. Don't get it fucked up. Brett and Aaron Boone got busy. Like both of the Boone brothers got busy. Like
I'm surprised Chicago Primo Jab didn't say Bo.
I was thinking. I was gonna say something about Bo, but Bo wasn't like amazing.
Like 2 years,
like
right?
super.
He was a freak.
He wasn't. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, he was just a spectacle to see when he played. It wasn't like he was like this dude where you're like, oh shit, it's Bo Jackson forever. I mean, of course you're like that, yeah, but it's like,
Bo can actually play. He wasn't like just
he's a baseball player.
You know what I'm saying? Him and Dion actually.
And to hold down 2 sports.
And Brian Jordan.
That's huge.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like Bo Jackson is a great baseball player, but he's not a baseball great, right? He's not Darryl Strawberry. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to talk about the Mets. You know what I'm saying? He's not a Ricky Henderson. He's not a Ken Griffey Jr. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. But you know what? You got to give Bo.
That's all I'm saying. But I ain't taking away from
his career.
I don't want to diss him.
I'm going to give Bo this over them. They couldn't do what Bo do.
No, of course. No, Bo was like he said, Bo was a monster. Bo was a freak.
Bo would give you 35 home runs. That shit is crazy. Like if you look at if you flip a Bo Jackson card over and look at them stats, you'd be like, nah, no way. No fucking way. Like
Frank Thomas, first base, Frank Thomas.
You remind me of a poor man's.
That's a Chicago
Frank
thing. That's
Thomas.
what I would say over. That's what I would say over Bo Jackson, because when Frank Thomas came in, it was.
I say a poor man's Frank Thomas. But none of these guys hit better than Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn is
what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Tony Gwynn, definitely.
See, that's another one of those names.
He may always make content.
That dude, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He always made content.
Only reason I know who the Padres were was because of Tony Gwynn.
I'll tell you what, y'all want to
play like that.
When y'all want to start a baseball podcast, holla at me.
Wow, I see.
We can really do that. We could do that.
Definitely.
All right, we can go back to rap music, man. You always been going by K.BURNS? You know what I'm saying? That's always been your rap name? Nah. What did you start out with, yo? Let's go back to Genesis. What are your first? Let's go through some of your rap names. You have more than one?
Oh, man, I only had 2 rap names.
Okay. What's the first one? What's the first one, yo? What's the first one?
They used to call me Face.
Face?
Back in the day. Yeah, Face. Like, I used to call myself Face. I named myself after my pops. You know what I'm saying? Like, the bitches used to call my pops Face. But it was wild because it was like a lady's name, right? So I wasn't rapping like that. I was just on some real, in the middle in the fucking, everything was gang bang this, and shoot that, and crack this, and smoke that, and fuck this, and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, but what I will say was the storytelling was always there.
Yeah.
The telling of stories was there. The creating a full project was always there. It never was just scribbling rhymes. Like whenever, like I never sat down and wrote rhymes. Like it was never something that just passed time. Whenever I did it, it was with intent. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm not gonna waste my time with it. I had other shit I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was on the block. I used to be on the block, young, like hustling and shit, like really hustling. And I got a fucking spiral notebook folded in my back pocket, right? And a Walkman in my other pocket with like some beats on them. You know what I'm saying? And like I had one headphone on so I could hear everything going on. You know what I'm saying? Got my strap, got my pack right there, boom. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just chilling. I used to just watch shit going on and turn that shit around. And that made the older niggas really take notice to like, you ain't just rapping. You got an ability to take a situation and articulate it in a way where we know what you're talking about, but if you don't know us, it just sounds like a regular rhyme. You know what I'm saying? And I think that because I started rapping when I was 12, I actually had stopped. I didn't go to my baseball game that day. You know what I'm saying? And I went to the studio with my uncle just to see what this shit was like. And I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I like this. You know what I'm saying? By the time I was 13, I had this ability to take a situation and turn it to a rhyme. You know what I'm saying? So it just kept growing and building from there. You know, and I was always putting projects together. I never really just sat down and wrote a verse. We always wrote songs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Never wrote about any random rhyme. It's like what we rapping about. And then from what we rapping about, it turned to concepts. And then from concepts, it turned to like metaphorical concepts where we could flip it. And if you don't listen, you don't catch it, you don't catch it. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Right. And I always surrounded myself with like the best MCs I know. I never wanted to play around with the little guys. Like, for instance, right? I went to juvie when I was 14, right?
Oh shit.
That's how I fucked up the baseball shit, right? So I get caught with a gun when I'm 14. And now, like, I did like 45 days in juvie on trial and all that shit. Beat the case, whatever. But now when I come home, the older niggas from around the way, they on my ass. While they on my ass, A.A. Rashid just went to jail. You know what I'm saying? So when I get out of juvie, they all these niggas is livid. Cause I go from being the nigga with the golden arm, what the fuck you doing with a gun? Cause niggas don't know I'm gangbanging and shit. Why? Cause I lead a hood. I be all around Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And what I do with these niggas over here don't got nothing to do with what I do with these niggas over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I know how to keep my shit in his lanes. You know what I'm saying? I remember dudes used to be like, so what's up with the rap shit though? You know what I'm saying? When the last time you was in the studio? All the older niggas keep asking me, when the last time you was in the booth? And they used to bring older niggas to the park to like cypher with me. And they go from being a cypher with all of us to whoever this dude that they bought, it ended up being like a head-up battle between me and this grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm smacking him out of here. Get him out of here. Because we on some Jada kissing him shit, and y'all want some old school boom bap shit, right? Ain't it funny that how
Melly Mel. Yeah.
Oh man. Don't talk about that.
They want some intellectual shit, and we going crazy on them with gun bars and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? With our studio ass. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a bit much. And it was like from there, I just started knocking niggas off the totem pole in the hood that rap over time. So from like 12 years old, or from 13 years old, I want to say up until about 28, I'm shooting niggas down. We shooting them down. We come in Clan Hill. This is Biggie Hood, and I'm holding the title. That's it. Man.
Tell that story about when Biggie Smalls transferred this energy into your body.
Oh man, that right there, I was just thinking about that the other day. It's funny you said that shit. I was just in my crib thinking about that the other day.
People have face. People have like, yeah.
So I got an older uncle, my mom's brother, right? My mom's brother.
Just listening.
Biggie grew up under them. You know what I'm saying?
So is this Nostrand Ave or something? That's where that's your neighborhood?
This is Biggie from St. James between Fulton and Gates.
Okay, right? Fulton and Gates. Okay.
I'm from 2 blocks away and 2 blocks over. So it's 4 blocks that be from each other, but it's the same square radius. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's a like late night. You know, in New York at night, a lot of the stores turn the windows. They don't let niggas inside the store at night. They closing them up because niggas is robbing them and shit. So this one store, they make chicken and all the chopped cheeses and shit. They staying open all night. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they coming back from the fucking Super Cat video. You know what I'm saying? Because he had the same outfit on.
Oh, wow.
And my uncle always had us up late night. My uncle always, I don't know why. He just be up all night with my uncle and shit. And he's like, yo, come to the store. I'll buy you a cheeseburger. Hell yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And I walk with him to the store. And Biggie in the store. So my uncle must ain't see him in about a good couple of months because he making his moves, whatever. My uncle is known as a joke cracking dude in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And he's killing dude. He's killing Biggie. And Biggie's rolling like he's just cracking up. Like, yo, this dude don't fucking stop whenever I see him. And he tell him like, yo, I got my like. He's like, yo, who shorty? He's like, oh, that's Clint son. He's like, oh shit, and nigga just rub my head regular. Like, oh shit, nigga.
Wow.
And I'm like, my uncle like, yo, that's Biggie Smalls. And I'm standing there baffled as a little kid because all I'm saying to myself is, how the fuck you gonna be big and you're gonna be small? So I'm saying and I'm looking like, and he like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, but how you gonna be big and small? And Biggie just bust out laughing. It was like, yo, you gonna be good, shorty. You gonna be a legend. It just like mush me, get me out of here type shit.
Wow.
And I swear, like it felt like that energy was transferred right there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Just like when I made Lil' Kim sign the baseball. Like that. Lil' Kim, we in the park playing baseball, right? And I got my whole bag of baseballs with me. Even right now, I got a whole bag of baseballs in the crib. I'll show y'all that shit before we get off. But I got I got a baseball from the Mets game, right? That I got like John Overrule hit one to the it wasn't a home run because it went into the other bullpen. That baseball in particular, I made Lil' Kim sign that because I ain't had nothing else for her to sign. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ran up to her get autographs. I'm like, well, fuck it, sign the expensive baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
If my fucking dog ate it. Piece of shit. That dog ate my shit. But that was all love though. Like
some Sandlot shit.
So many times, you know what I'm saying? But that's a good one. That's a good one. You got me with that one.
I did the Little Kim shit. Like, man, yo. Man,
I mean,
no
like,
dog.
like Junior Mafia, like Junior Mafia in particular. I think I was in third grade, maybe when the Players Anthem came out, the video, right?
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't signed yet. Because I knew the song by the time they got signed. But the day the video came out, it debuted on Ralph McDaniel's Video Music Box. So Video Music Box was like social media before social media because they used to follow the parties. And you catch your girl cheating or your nigga cheating watching the party scenes and shit. You know what I mean? So the whole neighborhood know to watch Video Music Box on Saturday because they about to show Wani and Kim in a video. We don't. And it was the Players Anthem video. I'm like, oh shit, they call Junior Mafia. Oh shit, they call him Lil C's now. Oh shit, that's Lil Kim. Oh, that's fire. You know what I'm saying? And that blew my mind right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking down the block one day. I'm on the South Streets. I'm walking down the block. I'm on a Not Raised Pizza, right where they got the Biggie mural at when you come to Brooklyn. I'm walking. That's my block. That's my great grandma's and my great grandpa's. That's our foundation. I'm walking to the pizza shop. All I see is mad limos shooting up the block. These niggas is hanging out the top of the limo, popping Moet, singing fucking plays at the top of their lungs. About 4 fucking limos deep. And I just like, fuck it, let me follow them down the way, see what they doing. We go to their blocks, celebration. These niggas done signed a deal. You know what I'm saying? Undies Records is on and popping that. It's lit. I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I got to leave school with Biggie. I got to leave school for Biggie funeral. Because I kept looking out the window and my teacher know I'm from the hood. The other kids in my class ain't from the hood though. You know what I'm saying? And my teacher watching me. She's like, you want to go, right? I'm like, yeah, that's the king. I gotta go. Like, I'm here, but I gotta go.
Yeah.
And I never forget. Shout out Miss Payne. She was like, go ahead. And just looked away. Like, just go ahead and looked away. And my boy looked like, you going? Yeah, I'm going. I'm out of here, boy. I'm out of here. I gotta go to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They play a very big. My whole shit is mafiosi because of Junior Mafia and Big. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell everybody, I got my own genre of music. It's called mafiosi. I mean, from this you can't even get in this. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Lukey, you said it dead on the head, man. Like for real, the whole explanation, everything you just gave of growing up in that era, of being a kid in the vicinity of Biggie and that legend, man. Like just like Lukey said, like yeah, you got the energy of Biggie in you for real. Like I felt that vibe. Like when you were telling this story, like I've never heard that perspective from actual people who live in Brooklyn during that time who were coming up, especially people who were young and seeing it and being like, oh wow, yeah, oh yeah, that's so and such in them. Like just the familiarity.
Well,
man. being in school, dipping out.
I mean, I think there's more significance too, because you're talking about hip hop hitting this supranational, international kind of era, right? And you're looking at Brooklyn, and you have a superhero that just came out of your hood.
Yeah,
but I mean, I got two superheroes, you know, and it's like a lot of people don't like. So I don't really talk about this because it's like I don't want that shadow on my career. I never.
Shit!
All right, so I'm about to put y'all on to some shit. This right here is some groundbreaking shit. So my mom is from Biggie Hood. That's my mom. I grew up with my mom. My dad died when I was 5. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of niggas don't know. My daddy from Marcy Projects, bro. So a lot of that, like I tell everybody, like if I could describe myself as one person, I'm a rocker bad baby.
You a Brooklyn dude.
Like you put a rocker bad boy in one, you got me. You know what I'm saying? And, like I watched all of that too. Like I heard Dead Presidents so many fucking times in my life. And you know how y'all just heard all the versions of Dead Presidents over time? I heard these shits growing up. Like this nigga won Battle of the Beats for like 6 fucking weeks straight. Like, I remember that shit. My nigga, like, this nigga Jay is killing these niggas, bro. You know, I remember Original Flavors and Jay-Z. I remember when Sauce Money was the best rapper in Marcy.
Shout out Sauce Money.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sauce. You know what I'm saying? I remember me seeing Sauce, looking at Sauce like how he was Biggie before Biggie. When I was 4 or 5. You're like, damn, that's something right there. That be on. He come on after Coogee rapping them niggas. 4K solo. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was always around that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I never thought I was going to be a rapper, I swear to God, my nigga, before I'm right here, you know what I'm saying? Hand to God in front of everybody. I thought I'd have been a baseball player or a pro rollerblader before I'd have been a rapper. This is like the last. This is just something, like if I had it my way, I'd have been on some Damian Lillard shit, where y'all know me for winning chips and all of that shit, but I'm going to go burn all your favorite rappers now. And I'm gonna go platinum just to get it out of my system. I'd have did that. I would have been that guy. You know what I'm saying? If I had it my way.
Yeah, Shaq is a better example than Damian Lillard. Big shout out to Dame, but Shaq is the best.
You know what I think about Shaq? Shaq never went full throttle. We never got to see Shaq spread his wings. He started winning them championships. See, Dame got time because he ain't winning. He got time. He got time.
That's the one thing. Yeah, Dame ain't winning yet.
When Shaq stopped rapping, he went to LA. It was no more time for that shit. Orlando Shaq was going right to Jersey and playing with Biggie and him in the studio. Of course, he put money behind Peter Guns and all of them. We know all that. But when he came to when he became Shaq, my nigga, come on,
ain't no more rapping.
He had no fucking time to play rap.
He had no rapping.
Like I get a baseball contract right now, right? That's it.
Ain't no rapping.
If the Cardinals call me, I'm playing.
Hey, yo, man. Hey, yo. Boom.
Cardinals.
Yeah, and I get the jersey, my dude. Real shit.
Low key.
You'll see.
Quiet as kept.
Yeah,
right?
What up?
The team I paid my no-hitter for, we was called the Cardinals. Ain't that fucking ironic? I hated that. Yo. We did work at that shit, though. I hated that shit, though. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Coach Sam. He had me stood up in that bullshit.
That was my high school mascot, too. The Cardinals. That was our,
Damn. Goddamn.
Cardinals is dope. Midwest Yankees, man. Midwest Yankees, yo. Because we number 2 all time. We number 2 all time. Man,
you're going to hear foolishness like that on here on occasion.
We'll have to pay. Right. He's mad because both of your teams stink.
I only have one team.
And the White Sox, Cubs and White Sox.
I only have one team. I only have one team, the White Sox.
White Sox?
Yeah. We're not that good. That's why I didn't really dig into that conversation. Although, I think Tim Anderson won that fight the other day. I'm pretty sure. He was
you know what's crazy? I could have made you not be a White Sox fan no more.
Why? How?
If I'd have told you what team I know for a fact I was going to get drafted to, I think I could have changed your mind.
What team?
The Cubs.
I see. I'm not. Yeah, my White Sox love doesn't divide the city like that.
It don't fade.
Yeah, the Cubs don't. You know, it's just like you said. You know, like I got family members that are Cubs fans. Yeah. You know, they like the Cubs, and just like you were saying, we were growing up at my grandmother's house. You know, obviously there was no cable back then. You had WGN, and that was always on in the summer, always playing Cubs games, but you always had Sox games playing too. So I mean, I don't have any hate for the Cubs. I've been to the Cubs stadium. I've seen it. Yeah, of course you do. I'm sure you do.
Ain't none of my family members like the Cubs.
I ain't go to my first Yankee game till I moved to LA. I just went to my first Yankee game.
Oh, wow. That's what's up.
This year, he beat Dodgers' ass. My boy DJ went crazy. Yo, DJ LeMay, who was so crazy on third base, and I was on the third base line, killed him.
Oh, you were living good out there.
He looked great out there.
I went to the first Yankee Cardinals game at Busch Stadium. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. That shit was fire, man. My dad took us to so many Cardinals games. Yeah, it was like that's one thing my dad did excellent. He always take us to the city. We have some of the best tickets. My sister even went to like whenever David Freese hit that home run in Game 6. To win Game 6. My sister was at that game on the first baseline. She went to like five games in the World Series in like 6 years or some shit like that. My sister, my dad was hooking up, but so boom.
$1,500 tickets, boy.
Yeah, but she gets hooked up.
I like the $24 tickets, man. I'm not picky, man.
The bleachers?
I love sitting up in the bleachers, man. That's where it's at, man. Especially like in Atlanta, right?
Ain't no shade.
You gotta cut.
Motherfucking blunt in the bleachers. You put me up there.
Number one, I got two responses for both of y'all. Number one, I like night games or late afternoon and night games, so it's always gonna be cooler. I don't like sitting out in the sun like that, super long like that, because I drink and I don't want to be out there high and drunk. Number two, of course, you sit up in the bleachers because that's where the people blowing dope at. Of course, you can smoke up there. You just go up to the very far corners and you do what you do and come back to your seat.
Yep,
it's fun up there, man. It's fun up there. Shout out to Missy.
I can't do past the second. I can't do past that second row. Like that's. I mean, like that second.
That's good down there. I like.
I'm gonna take the VIP boxes any day.
I like to watch the game play out, man. Like I like seeing the different positions, kind of like when the ball gets hit, you see everybody kind of move, go cover their base, or do whatever they do.
My granddad. See, my granddad.
That's how I like basketball too. I like watching that angle as well.
See, my grandfather always put us in. Whenever he always took us to Shea Stadium, and he always put us in a picnic area that's like left field. You know what I'm saying? But it's like left center field. So you get a good scope of the game, and he always put me there because I played shortstop. When I think back, but he always
got that vision.
He made sure I had that. You know what I'm saying? Because he had me playing shortstop at third base. But for any kid watching, my grandfather said the best. This the best advice I could give any kid watching that want to play baseball professionally: play back catcher. That's the easiest way to get to the majors. Play back catcher. Nobody wants to play it.
Yeah, it's hell on your knees.
Yeah, man.
It's hell on your knees, but if you're a catcher that can hit.
Yeah, that's true.
Boy, you're gonna be worse than shit.
Catcher that can hit is valuable. Very, very valuable.
Catcher that can hit, he's not going nowhere. He just got 20 years of work.
Third base, right field, third base or right field. That's where I was at.
Yeah. And my man, Yachty Molina. You know what I'm saying?
You get Posada, all kind of. I mean, my favorite back catcher always gonna be Ivan Rodriguez from the Texas Rangers.
What about Pud, or what's his name? Wasn't that dude that played up there for you all? Is that Rodriguez?
Pudge Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Pudge played for Texas.
Oh, okay. Was he down there when was he down? What year was that? Was that recently?
That was like 98-ish.
The 90s. See, yeah, that's recent to me. I'm sorry. I don't even get like 2000.
But right now, Buster Posey, that's my guy.
What up? My guy retired. But let's get back to this rap music, man. Like, boom, you dropped
rap. Yeah, I got music shit too.
Scartoons and Baggery this year. A lot of your releases, though, are on Bandcamp. You know what I'm saying? They're physicals for Scartoons on Bandcamp. What is your reason why you're not putting a lot of your releases on the streaming services?
I don't feel like the streaming services is conducive to what we trying to build as artists. You know what I'm saying? I really don't think that it's a fair payout.
Not at all. It's really free.
As long as I've been doing it, I know my music is more valuable than shares of a penny. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit is almost maniacal. You know what I'm saying? And for me,
ain't no almost. It is
just being a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Just coming from that basic principle. You spend $1 to make $2. You know what I'm saying? It's just it ain't really. It's not rocket science, And it's not that I don't put shit on major streaming platforms, I just been fighting a inner battle within. Like if you go look at my Bandcamp catalog and then you look at my streaming platform catalog, it's like, whoa, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like I'm forcing you to go listen to it back to the discovery. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel that you're gonna discover me on a pop music induced iTunes or algorithmic based Spotify. You know what I'm saying? So what would be the purpose of giving my music, my art, right, to fall on deaf ears? You know, and I like with Bandcamp, I had Bandcamp for a while before I even fucked with Bandcamp. A lot of people don't know that. Like I had Bandcamp in like 2009, 2010. Right? Shout out to Max, my nigga Max Moses. He put me on it. And he was managing me at the time, and he was like, yo, you know, I think we should try this. Because I was already moving physicals. I always went physical regardless. You know what I'm saying? I wait the Clan Hill day. I press up 500 CDs and sell them shits out at the hood day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the mixtapes and shit, yeah.
Like worst case scenario. My first tape was 5,000 we pressed up and moved them shits. And this is me at 20. You know what I'm saying? So we come from that. But I like to study shit before I just jump in it. And I think that's why when I got on Bandcamp, I was able to be effective. You know what I'm saying? Because what I spotted on Bandcamp wasn't the collectors. I didn't even realize how many collectors was there at first. I was looking for the listeners, the proper listeners. You know what I'm saying? Because music is going through this transition of new wave, drill, trap still hanging on by a thread. You know what I'm saying? Kanye and Jay-Z still dominating at the time, right? Where do we find the dudes that want to just hear music and just hear good bars and just hear dope beats and just hear like ill concepts? And, you know, and this world is brewing. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of these guys before this shit, you know what I'm saying? Before this renaissance, or as I call it, a new golden era, you know what I'm saying? What I've seen is that, you know, when you making something that's meaningful, right? It ain't really for everybody.
Yep.
Like, do you see like Porsche making commercials?
Hell no, because people that are in a Porsche gonna get a Porsche.
Yeah, they ain't watching commercials.
Or Ferrari,
Lamborghini,
you said it.
None of that.
You said it. They not watching shit, and that's what like I'm not. And I've heard all the artists in our world. I shout out to everybody. Everybody doing their thing, right? But I don't listen to everybody. I don't listen to nobody. Actually, I still listen to I'm blessed to be with Planet Asia, who's somebody that I grew up listening to. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to, and I tell people I'm not a lucky dude. I don't have luck. You know what I'm saying? I'm just all grind, and God give me my blessings here and there. You know what I'm saying? As deserved. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to really be taking tutelage. Like I feel like I'm in college right now. Hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm around Planet Asia. I'm with Razkaz. I'm with Evidence. I'm with fucking 38 Special. I'm with fucking Montage One. I'm eating J-Ro. Like
Huss around there.
Huss my nigga. That's my nigga right there. Huss is the smooth criminal. You know, and shout out to Huss too, because you know, Huss like to bridge them gaps. A lot of dudes ain't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes ain't want to do that. He that dude for that. You know what I'm saying?
You're the second dude to say that.
I'm being around all these dudes, and I'm able to soak game up on a different level now. You know, it's not. I'm not watching from Instagram. I'm not watching from Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I never was that person anyway. You know what I'm saying? So to be here, and it's like you said, I ain't sticking out like a sore thumb. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nope. Exactly.
It's dope.
All right, I got something for you then, and this all goes back. We'll get back to it. In your travels thus far, in your growth as an MC, as you out here coming along under your tutelage and coming up, what are 5 jewels that you have that you would pass on to your people? Like, since you the little homie around the big homies, what are the 5 jewels that they give to you that you give to your little homies, who you the big homie to?
I mean, shit, for one, the general foundation of all of it is like be true to yourself. Whatever you're gonna do, it ain't even gotta be on some music shit. I think you could apply that to anything. You know what I'm saying?
Be authentic, yeah.
Really put your time in your craft. Don't rush. Like really appreciate the craft. and enjoy that side of the journey. You know what I'm saying? Because once it's on, it's on. You ain't got time to get ready. You had all the time, your whole life to get ready. You know?
Yeah.
Be mindful of who you surround yourself with. People are watching. Everybody see. You know? Be mindful. You guys are a reflection of each other. So if you're gonna be with the knucklehead bunch, just know you're gonna be looked at and treated like a knucklehead. You know? If you're gonna be with the guys that respected, you're gonna get respect and be treated like the guys that respect. Another thing I'd say is pray. Pray. Because you're gonna take a lot of losses outside of music or outside of whatever you're trying to do. That may deter you from what you here for. You know what I'm saying? I go through it a lot in my personal life, you know, and you gotta stay steadfast in what you're trying to build. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't easy. And last but not least, save your fucking money and put it into yourself.
Bing, that's it. That is a dope 5.
Yeah, that's easy. You went through that without even thinking. Yeah.
Like, I think you could apply those things to anything you're doing in life.
Yep, and be successful.
Yep.
Facts.
That's fair.
Wow.
Let's bring it back a little bit further, dog. I know you with Gold Chain. You know what I'm saying? Like, so boom. AA. Yeah, there you go, man. AA
I'm the ignorant nigga in the clique.
Word?
I'm the wild. See, with Gold Chain, I get to be wild. When I'm Team Fame, I gotta be the boss. I gotta carry myself a certain way. Right? When I'm with Gold Chain, I get to
let loose, huh? Yeah. You Kawhi on the Clippers. Hey, yo, bull. So
Somebody get it.
I get it because Kawhi couldn't really play like he wanted to play with the Spurs, yo. Big up to the Spurs. But AA introduced you to Planet Asia. He brought him to your house.
Yeah, man, that shit was that was different. That was a different experience. Because for one, I ain't know Planet Asia was that fucking tall.
Oh yeah, he's over 6 feet. Yeah. Shout out to tall niggas.
I'm 6'1", so if I'm seeing this nigga, I'm like, this nigga got to be at least 6'3", 6'4". You know what I'm saying? Rashid bought Planet Asia straight to the crib. It was crazy because I was like about what, 15. Me and this nigga was having a back and forth. I was a little older, matter of fact, and we having a back and forth exchange about music. And he like, you better not be out here making that ignorant shit. And I'm like, ignorant what? Nigga, like, I listen to Planet Asia. Fuck is you talking about? And his whole face just changed up. Like, and he ain't say nothing. Years go by. And I'm doing my thing. I'm on the road. I just came off of doing the second Rolling Loud. We in Cali now. And he called me. And we chopping it up. And I said something. I was telling him something about Gun. I'm like, yo, Westside Gun got some shit right now. That Fly Guard shit is fire. Right? And he was like, dummy, you don't even realize that's me on the intro and outro. I said, oh shit, right. I don't correlate with AA. Like that's still like, you don't like that's big bro. Like you know, like my building right here, I come out, I look at his building. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's big bro. And I love this dude for what he's become. You know what I'm saying? Like to see somebody flourish, that shit is beautiful. That shit is crazy.
Shout out to AA, man.
Yeah, shout out AA. That nigga is fucking Morpheus. You know, that nigga's Morpheus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he a dope individual, man.
But I remember that conversation when it must have went a long way. Because when he told me that, he was like, yo, that was me on the Fly Guard album. I was laughing and shit. And then he came back to New York. He had tapped back in heavy and shit because I'm doing more music and all of that. And one day this nigga called my phone and I'm in the house sleep. I'm like, the fuck? Like, I'm asleep. Like, I be taking blunt. Like you see, I smoke heavy. You know what I'm saying? So
blunt ass, yeah.
Yeah, I take a kush coma, whatever. This nigga calling me. So he called me. If you call me 2-3 times, I'm going to pick up. I'm going to think something wrong before I think.
Yeah.
Because you are. What happened? Yeah. He's like, nigga, I was about to walk by your house. You better come outside right now. I'm like, what happened? I come downstairs. This nigga outside was playing the A's. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, oh, shit. You bought the guard through? And it's funny because I'm hoping somebody walk by so they can see, like, yeah, nigga, I got him here. But my niggas wouldn't, they fucking know about this shit anyway. So it would have been dope for the dudes that do know, like, oh shit.
Exactly.
That's my age. No, like, yo, you fucking with Planet Asia. How you feel about that? They ask me that all the time. And it's like as far as like that shit crazy. Like I fuck with Beanie Siegel. I fuck with Planet Asia. My 2 favorite rappers. Biggie rub my head. That's my 3rd favorite rapper. I just got to meet Nas and Jada. I'm good.
Yeah.
Wow,
like there's like 7. What is it? 6 degrees of separation. Now it's like 2 or 3. Nah, I mean
it's scary though. But, it's scary because I be in rooms, right? And you know, Asia got the face card. We good everywhere we go. You know what I'm saying? Wherever I go, like Asia done introduced me to song. I've been living out here for 2 years, so everybody knows that's little bro. I be in spaces and I find myself around people I might have never thought this is weird right now. Is this really happening type shit? Like I done met some of the baddest bitches in the world fucking with Asia. I don't say I done met some of the richest niggas in the world fucking with Asia. Shout out to Big Bro. You know what I'm saying? I love my nigga for that. Because he opened up a can of worms for me that a lot of dudes wasn't willing to do. You know what I'm saying? You got all those MCs in New York, right? You got all these dudes. No shade at nobody, but it took my Cali nigga to take a chance on a young nigga like me. You know what I mean? And I'm always be indebted and love him, and I ain't gonna never, ever not show the love for the light he shined on a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So indeed. We had Will I Am on the podcast, and Will I Am said that Planet Asia is like the best rapper. We was like, oh shit. Word. Yeah, Tyler Kweli said the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
I've been telling niggas since I was a 12-year-old little boy. This nigga, bar for bar, take the money away, the jewelry and shit. You just put all the favorite rappers in a room, he gonna walk out the best. If not him, Tri-State. If it ain't Planet Asia, it's gonna be Tri-State.
You know, when that freestyle came out with Black Thought, we said Big Ghost was in the DM with Big Ghost. Big Ghost said, who can top that? And he said, Planet Asia. Then he said, Pharaoh Monch. Then it stopped right there.
Nah, I take no disrespect to Pharaoh Monch. He went to my high school. I love this dude. I'm going to say Planet Asia, Black Thought, and Common.
Ooh. Here we go.
Common can't freestyle.
I was like, yo, I always told niggas, like, because before, like, growing up, my Uncle Rick always had me listening to Common. So, like, this shit is always in me. Like, what y'all got today, it's like I was seasoned to be this. Like, you know, I'm around the guards, I'm around the Israelites, I'm around the homies, I'm around the hustlers, I'm around the young niggas and the athletes. I'm getting all of this game from everybody. I'm around the fucking low-lives. I'm around the Decepticons. I'm around all the bodies. I'm seeing all. I've seen all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm the one. I already know. So it's like I'm just sharpening my steel. You know,
what up?
You know, just gaining that maturity to take it to another level. Because it's all about the maturity for me at this point. It ain't about the output or it ain't about the skill set or can I hang with the best of them. It's just about the maturity and being able to handle the situations that come in front of you.
Yeah, you can see that. You can see that's what you're about, man. The growth and the maturity is a great word to say. Again, something that you said earlier makes me think about it even more. Like, I'm really a proponent of the idea of this thing that we do, being MCs, rhyming, really being deep in this culture, like for real in it. It's not something like you said where they'll be pointing at you, you a boom bapper or you on this, that, the third. No, there's so many different. No, but you can't. I don't hate none of that because that's their acknowledgement. That's their way of saying they know that you are serious about what you're doing. You're on a different level.
But they kind of dissing a little bit.
It's not a diss. You can't think about that. That's their expression of what they're interpreting you do. It's not a diss. You taking that on yourself and feeling something.
Go on Reddit. Yeah. Go on Reddit.
I don't listen to no dorks on Reddit. Number one, that's your first mistake. But what I'm saying
the only fan hoes be on there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't listen to them. You watch them. But anyway, what I'm saying is, again, yeah, man, it's the recognition of this, doing this for real and embarking upon this path for real it's almost akin to like a samurai or being in some sort of secret society. People who know what you do, they know the signs and they respect what you do. And they would like you said, if you sitting out front with Planet Asia and A.A. Rashid in front of your house and the people who are tapped in see you, they understand that. Like, oh shit, look, who is Planet Asia on the block? Some random dude walking down the block, he could just be, he could be just a regular, cool, dope boy nigga. You never know. And he just ain't tapped in. And, he's still cool. He still got status or whatever, but he ain't in the know. He doesn't understand.
But see, that's the beauty of our world.
The culture, what this is.
See, that's what I love about this.
Yeah. Right? That's what this is right now.
That is this.
this era
everything
right
you
now.
just said, right? You worded it. You need to write that shit. You need to really go take this shit.
I might
write that shit.
You sparked that, bro. You live in that. This is me looking at you and what you. I mean, you embody this right now.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I tell niggas all the time, right? Like, I think right now, like, and I'm welcoming everybody for this. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of niggas be dodging me on the feature tip.
Talk well, like, but you got more quality features than a lot of people, though. You got a lot of quality pop. You know,
like, I get it. Niggas got they status or whatever. You don't want to, I get it. But for me, this is just friendly competition, bro. This is just sparring. This is just playing one-on-one. I'm from Brooklyn. Y'all laugh at us for playing basketball in our Timbs, but don't know why. You know what I'm saying? We play basketball in our Timbs because if we walk by a park and we see a nigga playing ball, the first thing we gonna say, whether they good or not, is you ain't shit. And the next thing he gonna say is you ain't shit. And that's gonna turn to a one-on-one game. And I'm not going to get my sneakers. I'm playing in my Timbs. I'm playing in my product. I'm playing in my mortgage. And I'm gonna bust your ass in it. And you know you can't fuck with me in sneakers. All right, then. That's what that really is. That carries over. Niggas don't understand that though. You know what I'm saying? And I love when I see the memes in New York. It's like, yo, if y'all knew the inner workings of that Burberry fucking suit, you know what I'm saying? That's a good fit. You know what I'm saying? If y'all knew the workings of the nigga wearing the Timbs on the court, that's a good. He's shitting on niggas if you win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I play basketball games with my backpack on my back, and if I win, bro, you know you trash. I got my whole backpack on my back. You know what I'm saying?
So you didn't even feel the need to get comfy. You was just like, whatever.
We looking for the nigga that's gonna make us step to the rise to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same shit. That's the energy you get from me in the studio. I'm not trying to be your friend and yo, bro, I heard that joint you did with so and so. I don't give a fuck. Let's get it right now.
Yeah, talk that shit. I like that.
If I want to battle, like, that battling shit, like, I come from that too. You know what I'm saying? I went to high school with Jay Mills. So I done seen the best rip everybody up. I'm well skilled in that shit. So I don't want to, that's why I don't partake in rap beef, right? Because for one, is rap and beef shouldn't go in a sentence unless we sitting over a motherfucking table having steaks, right? Talking about a deal we about to find. I don't want to hear about no fucking rap beef. Because ain't nobody doing nothing to nobody. We all know the same people. Let's get that out there, right? But if we're gonna have a lyrical beef, I don't want to go track to track and all of that.
You want to end it right away.
Let's get face to face like I told Killer Cali, and he on gold chain. Like, nigga, I will burn you. I will come to Cali, fly out there, put my fucking nose on your fucking nose and spit your head off. What we doing? I'm that guy.
Okay, like that.
Like that. Like I take it that serious.
Straight like that.
Like we going to, because a lot of niggas like to say, oh, it ain't that serious. What we doing?
Straight like that.
Because that's not about nothing to me, my nigga. Like we do this. This is what we do. You should have a bunch of that in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I smoke mad weed. I should forget rhymes. You know what I'm saying? So let's do this off the top. Let's do some MC shit. It's 50 years of hip hop, right?
Yeah.
Let's do this the MC way. Let's go do a park jam. Let's do that. I'm tired of the internet shit, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Yeah, let's do that.
Like, let's do that. The essence of it. That's all I be about. You know what I'm saying? I think niggas feel that energy from me and they shy away. Like, nah. Yeah.
So you think Eminem and Melly Mel should have a battle like that?
Thanks, Lukey.
I mean, no. That's like LeBron. I mean, should Giannis play with Jordan in basketball?
Yeah, Jordan. I mean, right now, Jordan or Jordan back then?
Right now, Jordan be playing. Right now, Giannis.
I mean, yeah, probably not.
Because you're not talking about Melly Mel from back in the day.
I mean, I think Melly Mel from back in the day was probably the same style that he is right now.
Well, of course.
I'm going to go out on a limb. Respectfully, happy 50th anniversary.
Well, I mean, if it's like that, I think it's 3 MCs from back in that era that can hang on some going at a nigga now. That's like MC Shan. I think MC Shan. No. Before. Yeah. Right before that. Before L. Because Melly Melanin was right before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think MC Shan definitely could.
KRS, does he fit in with that mold right there?
KRS-One.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, the last one.
Slick Rick.
Oh, yeah, Slick Rick. Yeah, of course.
Everybody else kind of got on that battling tip, on that distance songs and all of that. Then, like, the next tier probably would be like LL, Cool G Rap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because nobody here tear you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nobody fucking with the same G and Connor. Nobody. I can't even think of nobody in their era.
Hey, yo, like, but Did you see MC Shan on MC Shan on Drink Champs though?
I watch MC Shan every day. I'm the MC Shan the Underground. You don't see I tweet that shit all the time?
I'll be at work.
I'll be at work. And what you like? Come on, man.
I'll be at work.
Like, look, back to that Drake line. I got everybody on safety. They never take shots.
Drake quotes on the business podcast.
I know his inspiration for the album that never existed was inspired by Drake. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was like, man.
But guess what?
Man.
Top selling album. I made the most money off that shit.
That's what's up, my dude.
And you know what's funny? I'm not even gonna lie. I did that on purpose.
That work? Yeah,
COVID. It was COVID. Why not? I said, fuck it. It's COVID. Yeah. Everybody listening to music right now. Who's to say this nigga ain't listening to our world? If you think these niggas not tapped into our world, you're bugging.
Yes.
Absolutely right. Yeah, they.
So I'm saying like this, right? Let's poke a beer. That's the right beer to poke. That nigga changed his whole shit around. Drake showed some interest in this shit. Your podcast is Drink Champs now.
You right? Yeah.
So understand this. When you see a nigga of his stature at a battle rap rooting for Charlie Clips, he love this shit that we do.
Yes. It means something. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to look at what's not being said is what's really being said. The niggas that you don't see me around is for a reason.
Fair enough.
I know everybody. If you don't see me with them, I don't be with them.
I see it.
But I don't be with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's no shot or no. I love everybody. Anybody that know Bernie, no, I'm no wild. I'm gonna show you love. You gonna drink? Like I might jump on your back. Wow! Like just get off. I'm gonna talk like that. Like I'm gonna show you that love to show you I fuck with you, bro. Cause I know I can come off on some real.
Yeah, some real like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
And you don't know how to read that. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? So
that is the energy that of the president around. Yeah.
Real energy show love, bro. We ain't trying to rob everybody. You know what I'm saying? We did that like that. Our predecessors fucked the whole they didn't blaze the best trail for us. You know what I'm saying?
That's Brooklyn shit, man. You know,
right, but I mean, at the same Brooklyn, time, you know, what a lot of niggas don't know about Brooklyn is like what they say is honor amongst thieves, right? That's the borough, that's the county of kings. Everybody the man where they from. So you gotta respect me the same respect you get on your block, right? You want it on my block. And I want it on your block too. So either we gonna take it, we gonna earn it, or you're not getting it. Me and this music shit, I'm taking it. I'm not asking nobody for nothing. I'm taking it. I came in this shit, taking it. I ain't asking no features. I'm taking it. I call my nigga Rim up, Rim. Let's body this shit. Rim, let's get it. Bam.
Shout out to
Rim. I've been on Rim before this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boom. Like, come on. And I show love. If your shit dope, I'm going to tell you publicly. Yo, your shit dope, my nigga. Holla at me, let's work. Y'all done seen me do it. You know what I'm saying? That's me, bro. I'm not the dude that's going to be like, I live in LA, right? We're looking at niggas is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, staring too long is dangerous.
Face fighting.
Like, I be seeing little shorties out here with some fly shit. Shorty, that shit is fire. I might have made that little dude day. You walking around tight. Some random niggas just told him them bands is fire. I see you, shorty. Everybody want to be acknowledged. I tell my little homies this. Life is like chairs. Sometimes you want to go where everybody know your name. And they just always glad you came. That's it. Everybody love to come in the room. They go, hey! Everybody love that effect, bro. If you don't, you're a fucking alien.
That's facts.
And get away from me.
Dropping gems, I'm telling you.
Get them out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the whole front end, take the mask off if you're going to fuck with Bernie, bro. I'm Karif. That's what K.BURNS means. You know what I'm saying? I'm Karif Burns. Nice to meet you. You feel me? It ain't that serious, bro. You feel me? I'm saying this to say this is how we gonna push this. This is how we gonna push this above ground. I'm tired of hearing us underground. We got to get above ground.
That's why
I'm saying I'm an underground rapper. I'm not. I'm an independent artist.
We independent artists. Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. Exactly. It's not.
I think it's coming. I think it's coming.
It's happening.
That's also on us. Like when you get niggas can splinter us so easy with money or with clout.
Yeah,
or with just being seen. You don't got to give a nigga money, right? Just a prospect of being around a nigga that got
The
money.
hint of
or
it.
make certain
Absolutely.
niggas move different. I've experienced it, you know what I'm saying? And there's no whatever. I don't care. I don't fuck men, nigga. I like bitches. Like, the fuck? So, when you learn this thing, I've been doing this since I was what?
12, 13 years old, huh?
I'm talking about putting out music professionally.
Oh, yeah.
I did this since I was 20. So, I got 17 years of doing this. You know what I'm saying? I done met them all. I done walk up the main with a CD with no fucking artwork on it and just, yo, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I done been up in Koch. I can tell you when you first walk in the Koch building, the first thing you're going to see is a statue of Pikachu and mad Pokemon plaques. Shout out to my nigga Giselle. You know what I'm saying? Any tape I drop, he won it first. You know what I'm saying? I done been signed as a songwriter at the Capitol. I done did executive partnership with Universal. I know how this shit go. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to come as I am. That's why I come as I am. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always loved Nip. That's what I always liked about Gibbs. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about a nigga like Starlito. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about Don Tripp. Artists that, none of these, you know what I'm saying? Other art. That's what I like about Danny Brown. Danny Brown's him. I like that about ASAP. That's him. I like that about Drake. But you don't get about Drake, bro, I'm going to put you on. Right? I was reading Rap Coalition maybe in like 2008, MySpace days, right? Wendy Day shit. I'm reading that blog back
Shout out Wendy Day.
Right? Shout out Wendy Day. And she's talking about the concept of why rappers should stop being actors. And so I'm like, this is interesting. Why not? Why would you not get the money? And she's saying, well, once they look at you with this role that you play, once you body that role, you're always going to be that. Tupac is always Bishop. DMX is always Buns. Nas is always Sin. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. So she goes on to say this. The thing that you should stop doing is opening the door for an actor to become a rapper. Because the day an actor decides to become a rapper, he can embody a rapper easily. Once they master the craft of rapping, they cannot be stopped. 2 years later, Drake comes. He's a thespian, bro. I watched this man get on the SB. Yo, I watched Drake get on the this one I knew he was sick. The nigga's sick, bro. Look. The nigga got on the SBs and said, 8 years ago, there was once a man and brought out. I said, this motherfucker can do anything.
Yo, his episode.
He's not American. Look, he's not American.
Nope.
He's part Jewish, right?
Yep.
He's not bound to the hood rules. Drake the snitch and go back to Canada. He don't, like, it don't fucking matter. He's not from what I'm from. You know what I'm saying? He's not bound to certain rules that we from. And he been every fucking corner.
Yeah.
And he showed the hood niggas love, bro. That nigga took 21 Savage and gave him a fucking Porsche. Come on, talk. Come on. There's somewhere in there. He loved this. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere deep down on the pit of that star, he loved this. He looking for a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying?
It's obvious, man.
He post my Kami album, Pray for Haiti and all other stuff. So we know he's tapped into this.
Tapped in, bro. He tapped in.
Yeah. But no matter what you say, K.BURNS, I will not like that guy. Yeah, I'm not like that guy.
If that nigga give me in the fence, right? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm making your ass my road manager. I'm gonna tell you what bag so right, you can't say no. That's serious. Like, just for that, I'm gonna say he's not that bad of a guy.
And I gotta be around that dude. We're gonna go to nail salon.
I ain't got no problem with him.
And we're gonna get our nails done together.
Nah,
yo, Drake,
you ain't gonna do that.
You getting
what shade you get?
Drake, what you getting?
Just be my guy. Just be my guy.
That is wild, yo. That is wild.
But you know what's crazy is like a lot of people get the misconception that because you do what we do, you can't open your palate up. Refine your palate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to everybody in Brooklyn. Everybody.
You like all that Brooklyn drill?
I invented it. I'm OG drill. I invented that shit.
You invented Brooklyn drill.
I can go back and show you that Bambino was the only Brooklyn drill rapper. And he beefing with 600 Breezy over Chicago niggas saying Brooklyn niggas can't make that type of music, right? And I'm making songs to say that. And look, I'm making songs with Bambino already. We got a song called Fuck Up the Biddy. Took a little nigga to the strip club on my birthday. Had a young boy eat a pussy in the club and all that shit live on camera.
Whoa.
Bad.
Yikes.
Hey, yo,
like, hey, being there wilding, like good old Brooklyn night. You know what I'm saying? Because open your palate up. You know, life is good. I mean, I love Jordans, but once in a while I try something different. You know?
Yeah, I got a good palette though. You know, everybody knows this or they listen to the podcast. Kelly Clarkson, since she's been gone, one of my favorite songs of all time. So I like a lot of different genres of music. You know what I'm saying?
I'll fuck with you for that. See, I gotta go look
boom.
up. See, you just put me on the front.
Hey, I was at a club, a 90s dance party, and they played MOP, Mobb Deep, Protect Your Neck, and all the niggas was having fun. But before that, they played what was that? Ah yeah, 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 yeah. Ah yeah, what's that shit?
JT Money.
Who that? JT Money.
Yeah.
That nigga got punched. Yeah, nigga got punched and we was all over him, man. Anyway, boom. But anyway, we was like, listen to that shit. Then motherfucking Kelly Clarkson, since she's been gone, came on, and all the white girls like crying and hugging each other. And then the hook came on. Since you've been gone. It's a 90s dance party, so like they was playing all the 90s songs, 90s and 2000 songs. And so my
homies, that sounds like bad athlete.
Yo, it was great, yo. I can't front. They played like a lot. My fact, a dude on my basketball team named Pat, he's a DJ. So that's why we used to go there. Like Thursdays play the game, Saturdays 90s dance party. Could they be in there? He be playing all the 90s cuts and DJing and scratching with So that's the reason why we went there. But yeah,
I can't. I hate when I go to a party and I hear rap music.
Really?
I'm not from that era. I told you I grew up like I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 86, bro. I grew up in the grimy 90s, my nigga. When we went to parties, we wanted to hear straight reggae and grind on somebody's daughter.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so you from the dance era. Yeah, that makes sense.
For real. We wasn't trying to really... We used to be doing all them dances, the Bruck Up, the Angel, all that. We was doing that, but like the gangbanging stopped that because we had guns on us. You know what I'm saying? Then luckily I'm still playing sports, so I wasn't smoking weed at the time. You know what I'm saying? But we was trying to grind on somebody's daughter. So they start putting on rap music, niggas start going outside. Like, they go get some air. And then you hear a reggae song come on and everybody run back inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, that
makes sense.
I didn't really go to clubs till I got down here to down south, and they got booty shaking music, all type of booty shaking music down here.
I heard that's the life, though. Like, I never been in no club. I only been partying in Tampa and Miami. Because I used to live in Florida. I spent a lot of time in Florida.
It's different here. You have a complete stranger hold you up while you grinding on some chick. A complete stranger will hold you up while you grinding your booty. She's grinding her booty on your dick. You don't even know this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Word. And y'all having the greatest time.
Like, good looking, my boy.
Yeah. Yo, peace to the gods. Yo, peace to the gods of earth. Peace, God. Word, holding you up. Yeah, this is be wild, yo. Boom, let's get back to some more rap music. So you dropped Cartoons this year. Explain to us about the title. It's a dope album cover. You know what I'm saying? The nigga who made it was David Dart something. That's crazy cover.
Right? Ain't he from like France or something like that?
Dope Italian. He's an Italian tattoo artist. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what's up.
He do a lot of dope shit too. Painter. He's a dope painter as well. That's a handmade. That's a hand painted piece of art. I never had a cover made like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was dope to get that experience. Mark Dark hit me maybe like that. I made that. That was the last project I recorded in the Red Room in Brooklyn, in my mom's crib. Mark Dark hit me maybe like 4 days before I was booked to move to California, and I didn't even tell nobody. And it was like, damn, do I have time to do this shit? I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. I like the idea. So the idea is what sold it to me. He wanted to take all the old cartoons from the 80s and shit. You know what I'm saying? And no, not the 80s, from the 70s. Like the shit my uncle grew up on. Right? And he wanted to flip those. Like if you hear, he got like samples of like Hong Kong Fooey and shit like that in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't he have like a G.I. Joe sample in there too? Right. I thought I heard G.I. Joe in there. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna put you on the watch. So he took his favorite cartoons, right? And took the theme songs of them and sampled it. So it's sampled cartoons. Yeah. But what made me do the tape was the fact that he wanted it to be like a history lesson for his son that was just born.
Oh, wow.
That he wanted to be able to have something as a piece of art for his son to understand where all of this shit come from. And it come from that era, the Kung Fu flicks, the cartoons, the wrestling, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I gotta, like me being a conceptual artist that I had to, like, that was a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, damn, let me hear these beats. You know what I'm saying? Let me hear these motherfucking beats. And he sent me about maybe like about 8 cuts. And I'm like, all right, this is what we gonna work with. I think it's a tape right here. And I went in, and I ain't write none of that shit. I ain't write none. I never put a pen to the pad. You know what I'm saying? With that, I just like, you know what? Because if I try to force it, I'm gonna be the cartoon. You know what I'm saying? I need to be Bernie on these cartoons. I need to rap. Like, he coming to me for me to be me, not for me to be Hong Kong Fooey on this song and then G.I. Joe on that song. No. We gonna talk our shit on here. You know what I'm saying? And I just went in there and said, let me do what I do. You know? And if the people fuck with this, we got it. We got one. And I was like anxious for it to come out and shit. He had Mark Dark hit me up and was like, yo, it's cool if Mickey Diamond get on this joint. Knowing damn well he already got Mickey on the shit. I'm like, of course it's cool, my nigga. Like, Mickey, that's my guy. You know, I wish I would have been able to get a song with Mickey that I personally had got chosen for him, but whatever, long as we get, however we got to get one in, it's so much work coming out. However we got to get one in, we get one in. You got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Mickey Diamond for that shit. We talking that shit on there, you know?
My God.
Yeah, it was just like more so being able to show my versatility, you know, because a lot of times I be feeling like, damn, everybody trying to shoot darts. We get it. We got bars. Like, let's do something else now. Like, and I love making music. Like, I love thinking about songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the shit that that me and Mick did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have fucked around and shot a video for it if Mickey wasn't on it. Because it's something for the bitches. Something that I know I bring to the table on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, that would have been something cool. You know what I'm saying? But me and Mickey's schedules is like crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? When I made that song, I was in Brooklyn. The umbrella was just forming the momentum. You know what I'm saying? And now look at us now. I was like, damn, Mickey busy as fuck. Like, I'm all the way in the West. Like, yeah, when you gonna be in New York, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Because it's like, if I fly out there, I can't fly to New York for no fucking weekend and not make no bread. So it's like, if I'm gonna fly out there, I gotta stay out there for at least a week or two.
Yeah. Make some shit happen.
Yeah, make some shit happen. I mean, check Wavy the Guards. And go
shout out to Wavy.
Shout out Wavy,
yeah. Holla at the bros. You know, we gotta tap in with your peoples. Because, you know, you've been gone. You gotta let niggas know the love is the same.
True indeed. And you've been out there for 2 years already, huh?
I mean, I've been living here consistently for 2 years. I've been coming to Cali just on some underground shit, per se. But just fucking with the community. Like 3.5 years, almost 4 years. I spent shit when the Dodgers won the World Series. I was out here. That was on my birthday.
Dang, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
significant times, huh?
Yeah. You need to come back east. You need to go to that cookout part 2 or something.
Oh yeah.
September.
Oh, I mean, shit. Tell them
you know what I mean? Like, 2 days.
Yo,
pick a day. Pop up the day that the umbrella there. Get some video footage and shit. Do all that shit.
Umbrella gonna be there.
I don't do that pop up shit.
I mean, it's a show for everybody. You might as well just be in the building, is what I'm saying.
I mean, like, for me, like, back to that competitive nature. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. If I ain't invited, why am I coming?
Yeah, I ain't never been. I'm not an uneducated guest. Like, and to be where I'm from, like, you know, we got men of honor where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And like, I sit amongst those guys, so it's kind of hard to juggle.
Yeah,
like, you know, I can't be playing with you guys over here and belittling myself, and then coming back at this table thinking I'm somebody. Like, it don't work like that where I'm from. Like,
indeed.
Wow.
Not where I'm from. We got a red bench. We got a red bench in the park. You know what I'm saying? And he's always taught, no matter what happened in this world, you ain't got to go be nothing else but that nigga you grew up being on that red bench. And that's just something that is in us. Like, we always get come back home. You know what I'm saying? But you come back home as you are. You don't come back a bruised, beat up soldier with your spirit broken. You know what I'm saying? Come back wounded. You come back with a little flesh wound. You know what I'm saying? But you here, you walk home, however you guys, you know what I'm saying? You here. Regroup. Go back out in the world and get back at it. You know what I'm saying? So I come from that club. So, you know, I'm willing to take my wins and losses and whatever. Not no bookings I don't get. I throw my own shows any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Asia got booked all the time. But shit, I love to go fuck up the cookout. That shit look fun as hell. All the homies is there, shit. But I'm not.
I know you cool with 1,000 words too. I know you cool with 1,000 words.
Yeah, that's the homie. That's the homie.
Yeah, no,
that's what I'm saying. Just going to kick it, like, just to build though. But
yeah, too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on a soil.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas probably thinking he ain't gonna fly out here for that. Yeah, I'll fly out, nigga. Holler. But you gotta holler at me. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real.
Yeah, true indeed. You never know. I remember closed mouth don't get fed. So boom, like if you don't ask, you never know. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Absolutely
That's
right.
how I got.
It's the weird paradox, right? It's a gift and a curse, but that's what life about, right? The balance, right? You got to know when to ask, and you got to know when to stand firm. You know what I'm saying? So back to them 5 pillars. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand fast on what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? And I really believe in what we doing. You know what I'm saying? I believe in what I'm building. I believe in this Team Fame shit. I had this chain older than my daughter. You know what I'm saying? This is my first baby right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, talk about Team Fame, man, because you the boss of that. So talk about what it's like to be, maneuvering that way and using the connections, I guess, that you've made and the lessons that you've learned to kind of, make the most of the business side of things.
I mean, shit, like this Team Fame shit is like, it's deeper than just music. You know what I'm saying? The homies around the way. This shit started out as some negative shit. You know what I'm saying? This started out with guns on top of the tire and like crack sales and dumb shit. And
Team Fame
I don't want to live like that no more. I don't want to live like you stop. Like once I dropped that first tape, right? And I got a real, cause I did a freestyle for my nigga LNX. Shout out to LNX. You know what I'm saying? They made In the Morning for J. Cole and Drake. One of them in that group is my best friend, and he did a tape, and I had to get on that. He's like, you got to get on this tape. And I did a freestyle, and I went out of town to get some money that summer. And I came home, and the legend was born. The whole hood know I rap. They go from my block and my little section to the whole downtown know now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow, okay.
From there, it was like, we Team Famous, but we all the way in the street shit. We just go to the studio in our spare time. You know what I'm saying? And slowly but surely, the more this shit start getting bigger and more serious, I'm weaning away. Like my first show, I was telling my brother this shit today. The first show I ever did, I'm with fucking Tim Vocals. And
Tim Vocals, yeah.
Right? I'm with Tim Vocals and Kid. Before he was Kid. But he's not Kid at the time, right? In Harlem. And my son is the motherfucking judge. You know what I'm saying? And I never forget. Shout out to Lex 911. They gave it to Lex 911. Jay Hatch had through that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like I got slighted. And I remember Mike Son just looked at me. My son just gave me that look. It just shit like nodded, like, you know I voted, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? And, but Lex 911 killed that shit, though. He had a whole thought, and I got to see. You don't just go to a show thinking you're going to smash it. You got to come up in there with your peoples and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So this is a learning experience, but it started from there. And next thing you know, I got the DJ on Point mixtape. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's history. You know what I'm saying? That was a big deal at the time to have a debut mixtape with a big name hosted DJ. That's like right now coming out with Planet Asia on your tape and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is that and where he comes from? You gonna listen to that? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's standard for you though. Like you got that though. You know what I mean? Like I'll tell you, the one joint that made me look was when I think we were first talking about it, when you put out the Crime Paid, and you had my man Royal Flush on there.
Oh, and man, I grew up on him.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's another dope MC out here that I feel like people need to honor how much he was really getting busy. You know, Iced Out Medallions. Right, like, come on.
That song right there, right, is just a testament to what this shit could go to. Just dreaming big. I remember growing up getting put on the Royal Flush when I got like, and he did hip hop the whole time, but you don't dive into somebody's shit till a nigga really put you on. I'm thinking about 14. I really started, and this is like, I'm really, I got my own team of niggas outside hustling for me. Me and my niggas, they take packs from me. Right? So I'm all in his shit. I'm diving into that shit. You know, the mayor talking that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's Royal Flush talk.
Long live Scar. Long live my brother Scar.
Absolutely. Man. Absolutely. Condolences to y'all, man. You know, remember that forever, man.
Like that shit almost had me ready to hang it up. Like that shit hurt. That's my best friend. Like real talk. Like Scar was the big brother I never had. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Scar was like, yo, I got these joints I want to do for my tape. Right? And I'm like, all right, let me hear the joints that you want me to do. Whatever, it don't matter, nigga. Whatever you need me to get on, I'm gonna get on. And he played this shit, the beat. He like, yo, I got a verse from Royal Flush from that. Send that in right now, nigga. We doing that one.
Right.
Right now, that's immediately, you know what I'm saying? But back to the Team Fame shit, you know, when I the mixtape shit going great. I was a mixtape artist. I'm putting out mixtapes consistently. Like every year I'm putting out like 3-4 mixtapes. So like from 2008 to like 2014, I'm dropped like about maybe 15 mixtapes that y'all probably never heard. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go on like that Pip live mixtapes and that crack and torrents and all of that shit.
R.I.P. that Piff, man. You know, they just shut that shit down.
Yeah, they need to give me all my shit back. That's another
that's a whole nother story.
Another story, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, you know, I became what is known as a mixtape king after 10 mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? So the shows is coming in, the bookings is coming in, and I met Sway. I never forget. I was back to that 1 foot in, 1 foot out shit. I'm trying to show my BM at the time. I ain't trying to be this nigga no more, so I'm working this shit, and I got fired from my job. And I just happened to go to the hood that day, and I bumped into Sway for Sway in the morning. Right?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
And I'm going in the crib. I'm from New York. We see celebrities all the time. I live downtown Brooklyn, bro. I live on the block of the Barclays, bro. Like, I seen Allen Iverson retire from the fucking NBA. You know what I'm saying? Erykah Badu live on my block. I met Jay Electronica and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about no fucking celebrity. So I don't want to even say nothing this way, naturally. Because celebrities in New York give us the cold shoulder. A lot of people don't know that. Niggas think you gonna rob them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like on the phone with the homie. Like straight walking out of the crib. So I should say something to this nigga. This nigga like, you fucking dickhead. He said, just like this, you fucking dickhead, rap for him. Get off the phone with me. Click. Just like that. And I said, yo, I can rap. I said, I Sway? He said, yeah, it is. I said, I can rap for you? He said, yeah, you could. And I jumped down all them fucking steps.
That's dope.
And it was Sway. It was my nigga Rich Nice. It was Kelly Kincaid. The whole fucking show was the Sway in the morning right there in my face. You know what I'm saying? And I rap for the nigga. He said, give me your best 16. I'm like, nigga, you about to get a 50 clip at least. You know what I mean? And I gave him about 32. And my little nigga Dave walked by. And he looked. It gave me a pound while I'm rapping. Like, it was perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Like you just doing what you do. Ah, there you go. Going crazy.
But this is regular shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like in front of my house is rapping. We have rap battles in front of my house on my birthday. Like on my birthday in my hood, my little homies come to my block and give us a rap battle. Hey, yeah. And then we have studio parties. Since I was 21, we've been throwing studio parties. You know what I'm saying? But ever since then, he was like, yo, I'm gonna bring you on the show in a month. And I thought the nigga was lying. You know what I'm saying? I already got the 2-week notice from my job. I go to work the next day, tell my niggas I met Sway. And my nigga Frank was like, nigga, you ain't ever gotta work again. I don't know what the fuck you doing. Anyway, nigga, your ass rap too good. You about to blow up. And I was on Sway in the morning. I met my nigga Gashi. Gashi gave you some real encouraging words. Like a lot of, like, you know, you meet people along your journey and you never know who they gonna become. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That nigga Gashi, the coolest nigga I ever met on some rap. When I see him, I just be laughing like, dang, that's dope. Because he the most humblest dude I ever met in music. Out of all the people I ever met, producer or whatever. Sway come out, it's like, yo, you ready? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, I'm about to blow this shit up for you. And that was in 2014. He did that, November 2014. And I remember saying, yo, you know what? We got to turn this to a business, a LLC. And that's how Team Fame Gang became Team Fame Music Group.
Nice.
And then, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, Rolling Riles and touring with Beanie Siegel and the Stoner Life. I had put a Stoner Life out first, and that took me on tour. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit, a lot of hurdles. A lot of hurdles, man. A lot of hurdles, and
you just
journey,
getting experience, man.
That. I enjoy the journey. Like that's what I enjoy the most. Like I saw this. What made me really go serious with this underground shit was this. Back to Discovery, right? I was in the crib one day with the kids, and I'm putting them to bed. So I'm looking at Netflix, and I'm looking for something to watch. I watch a lot of documentaries and shit. And I see something called the Tambourine Man. What the fuck is that about? And I pop that on. And I say, yo, if all else fails, I want a career like that. Well, I'm not even thinking about this shit no more, right? Some kid somewhere, another country, uncovers the vinyl or some shit that I put out, and they gotta have it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what made me get into this.
See?
That, you know what I'm saying? Not. I've been like my homie always say that, like, don't let them call you the Brooklyn Emcee Hustle. You've been doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? No shade or spite in that. You know what I'm saying? I was 20 years old doing the same shit this man was doing. Like, parallel minds think alike. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love what he did because that's just a reflection that I know I wasn't bugging. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I love what we all doing right now. Asia told me this. He said, yo, we was on tour. We was in Vegas. It's me, Asia, all of us, right? And we sitting there. He said, yo, you know what made this shit special, little bro? So he said, a lot of niggas can't do what we do. So what the fuck are you talking about? I said, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because Asia got a way of schooling you, but not sunning you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're not somebody try to throw something at you like, yeah, I gave you one. Nah, he don't be trying to drop jewels. He just be pointing something out. Like, look, a lot of niggas can't sell a vinyl for $75. Right? I was like this, like, wow. And it made sense. That's right real. There. Like, this right here, I bought this from Macy's. It's a regular polo shirt. You know what I'm saying? Anybody go buy this. Back to that Porsche. They ain't got to make commercials. And everybody ain't got them. When you see a nigga in the Porsche, you kind of get out of his fucking way. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to scratch the Porsche. You know what I'm saying? But we're a boutique acquired taste.
Yes.
We like Guinness Stout. I always tell my little homie that, like, if you let a bar, I'm the Guinness Stout. Only a certain nigga want that.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Everybody else want a Heineken. Everybody else want a Corona with a lime stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the nigga that want the Guinness Stout, he probably knows something. You know what I mean? Like, he probably got something common.
That's that nourishment.
I'd rather be in that select group, knowing that I'm in a group with like minds of intelligent people that appreciate finer things.
Kind of like how I want a DeLorean, right?
Yeah, and I'll leave the Budweiser for them.
Right, like for me, it's like the DeLorean car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm buying that fucking car eventually someday.
Yeah, have to.
But like it's like a special type. Like I meet artists and producers. Like we all got this fixation with this fucking car.
It was
like
iconic,
Regato, right? Rasana Regato got a fucking fixation with the fucking DeLorean. I got a fixation with the DeLorean. Mm-hmm. Phil A got a fixation with the DeLorean. You know what I'm saying? Big Pun's son got a fixation with that shit. Like, it's a bunch of people that got these fixations with this fucking car. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, like so
a type of club. Back to like you said, that's the select group of people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a
all
taste.
got 5 cars.
It's a vibe.
Just got 2 cars, but like, who got a DeLorean though? You know what I'm saying?
Just a nerd moment. I'll tell you that in GTA, I've got like 105 vehicles, and the only one I drive is the DeLorean.
Oh shit! That shit don't even get up. He's still driving it.
It's the car.
That's the car.
Yep.
True indeed. Boom. What else we got? What else we got next? Coming up for you, man. What else you got coming out like soon? Right around the corner.
Right now, me and my homie Fetty. We just dropped that Ray Nathan and Romello. Right now, I'm pushing my producer Ecto hard. Like we trying to get as much.
Ecto 84.
You need as much Ecto 84 ghost rappers on the motherfucking market as possible. Like I'm real hell bent on some Snoop and motherfucking Dre, Talib Kweli, High Tech. You know what I'm saying? Type connection with this nigga. It's like Ecto make the beats and the lyrics just pour out. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes he tell me he make the beat and already know.
Yeah.
This nigga got words for that shit.
That's
you know what I'm saying? It's like you like one brain. You know what I'm saying? And when you sprinkle like the counterparts with it, you know what I'm saying? That's the one that come shoot some shit up on the track. Like Fetty would come in and air shit out and go do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Like he's skating. He a pro rollerblader. He ain't give a fuck about no rap shit. Like he do this shit because I love it. It ain't. I know he do it for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how much love he got for me. You know what I'm saying? My bro Prof. Me and Prof got signed years ago. That's the only nigga that ever beat me in the battle from playing him. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. He gonna come in. He gonna sing. He gonna rap. He gonna do whatever. He a musical genius. You know what I'm saying? And then my little brother 318 Chase gonna make me slow the process down. So it's like I got a whole bunch of shit going on. I got a bunch of projects in the making that I'm doing with a bunch of people. But right now, you know, we dropped that Ray Nathan and Romello. I got Red Summer coming out, you know. Me and my nigga Save Me, you know, he part of Team Fame now. You know, I'm really heavy on the production shit. You know, me and him got a project called Last Saint that's coming out. That we about 75% done, you know. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to that. Me and Rick Raddick is dropping a South Street Story, something I've been sitting on for a while. I think it's a time for the world to hear that story. I think, you know, especially after this interview come out, there might be some interest in there. You know what I'm saying? It's a great album. I really want the world to take to it a certain way. So I'm really, really particular about when I'm going to release that. But I feel this is the fourth quarter should be the quarter for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right up.
Nice.
I'm just getting ready to, you know, a lot of videos. You know, I put out a lot of videos over the last 2 years. You know, something that I wasn't usually doing before. I was hearing that a lot of people want to see more, so I give them more. You know what I'm saying? You got to give people what they want. I'm not that selfish of an artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make what I'm gonna make. But I got the visuals. I want to get back into that, but I want to take that in depth. I don't want to give you a look. I want to make the right visuals for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I proved that I could get views. And if we sat there and just counted the views up that I did, you know what I'm saying? I did over 400,000 views solo on my solo videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, if we was talking about numbers, if that's the case. For me, it's always the texture of the art. You know what I'm saying? And it's a certain texture that I feel every time I make a better move, we get closer to that texture. It's getting perfected. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I think we got real close with Death of the Opposition. I feel Flowers got real close. The video with Scar and Royal Flush give me chills. I can't watch it no more. I literally watched us glow up. You know what I'm saying? I watched me and Scar put this gold chain shit on our back. And like we had deep conversations about this shit. Like deep. Like I'm talking about like my fault, fellas. Like deep shit that I'm talking about like the shit me and Scar used to talk about beyond music. You know what I'm saying? It was almost telekinetic, you know. To see us start from where we started at to Burning Trees Festival and the whole gang's there. And it's thousands of people. And they, you know, my niggas flew across the country for that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit. You know, I get that. A lot of niggas flew. My nigga Nems came out here to see us in that shit.
Yeah, shout out Nems.
I'm here to see you, boy. You better show your ass. You know that's that Brooklyn shit. Like, I know I'm about to get shit. I fuck around and jump in these crowds fucking with you, boy. Bing bong for real. You know, we got Mobb Deep there. Ludacris is there. Exhibit's there. Corrupt there. Everybody there. You know what I'm saying? And then to go back home and shoot that type of video. That type of video right there. That major video shit. You know what I'm saying? I never did that before. And to share that moment with my bro and to have him take it from it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, sometimes I be real reluctant about when to put shit out now. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, very, very selective because it's an eerie feeling to lose someone in this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I got the responsibility of releasing Scar's album with collaboration with me and Echo. It's like, look, this is my album. I want to do it with you. I want Echo to produce it, but I want y'all to drop that on Team Fame. Drop it on Team Fame Music Group and Chainway. You know what I'm saying? This type of shit we on. We on some real binary shit. You know what I'm saying? So to have a piece of that taken is kind of throwing a kink in there for me because it's like I gotta do this now, but the bro not here. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little bit more weight on my shoulders to carry, but small thing to a giant. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of shit coming. Like I'm gonna hit y'all every month. I know y'all waiting for that dump. I know everybody waiting for the big dump. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. Yep. It's coming. It's just about when I turn the faucet on, I can't turn it off now. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be ready. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be ready to. I wasn't ready to sit down and do interviews with you guys for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first moved to LA, like everybody can vouch for this shit. Like I lost 41 people from July to fucking December. Nigga, my cat even died.
Damn,
my fucking cat even died, bro. You know what I'm saying? My cat, 19 years old, he couldn't make it to 20. You know what I mean? Life is real. You know what I'm saying? This shit, you get consumed in this shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to take a step away from this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it get like, I tell everybody, you get caught up in that screen name so fucking fast, boy. You better step away from that shit, nigga. Like, see, I'm on Do Not Disturb. I post on the stories. I ain't really got nothing to post right now. There's nothing. What do you want to see? When I got some videos, you know what I'm saying? I'm a flooded. Like that's what I do. I love this shit. Just know I'm working. Don't think I'm sitting around at all. We always in the gym, nigga. This the chain. It's the game. You do. You know what I'm saying? So, big homie not hearing no slacking. Ain't no, not for me. Like, what? Nigga, you ready? Let's go. We got shows out the ass. My nigga Lennox, my brother Lennox always working. You know what I'm saying? Diggs always, it's never for the position I'm in, right? Being what I am to Team Fame, but being who I am in Gold Chain, it's never a dull moment. You know what I'm saying? If I say I ain't got nothing to do, I'm being lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing to call Diggs up. Yo, I'm pulling up. Throw the beat on. That's it.
Y'all just put out the whole album too.
Yeah, we
right before this one.
That was a warm-up.
Like back to back.
That's a warm-up.
Yeah,
that was a warm-up. I'm not even gonna lie. The album that me and Diggs wanted to drop is Chain Gang is 2. It's done.
Chain Gang is 2.
It's done. The shit been done. But back to that timing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta get back. Y'all gotta get, on that Chain Reaction. Y'all gotta dive into that. We went crazy on that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We went crazy on Chain Reaction, you know? So it's like, you gotta know how to flood it. When to flood. Because you'll fuck around and make a nigga miss some shit, drowning them. You drown a motherfucker, and then they miss some. So it's like, I learned that lesson too. Back to that patience and shit, you know? So it's a bunch of music, bro. I'm more so right now just focused on Red Summer. This is something that I personally want to put out. You know what I'm saying? I've been sitting on this for a while. I want to put out South Street Story. You know what I'm saying? That shit is very important. And I want to really close up the year with Last Saint. If all goes well. You know what I'm saying? So we just stick it to the script. I might throw something else in there, a little curveball in there for y'all. You know, there's no rules to this shit. That's what I do love about it.
And being an independent artist, you make your own rules.
There's no rules in this shit. You know, you just gotta find your pocket, you know, so you're not just part of a free fall of just fucking music falling on deaf ears. That's all it's not Robert Bryant to this shit. Niggas be acting like they got some secret sauce or some fucking, like, you figured out the fucking formula for relativity.
You ain't Oppenheimer.
For real, at all. You know what I'm saying? And you're not good Will Hunting. Sit your ass down and go right around.
Yeah, you niggas is Barbies, yo. You niggas
and step it up. Like, we all gotta
wood.
step it up. Like, you know, I challenge myself to step it up. Like, we all like what we do and how we do things, right? But shout out to Eddie Word, my bro Eddie Word. You know, I'm soaking up games from the older niggas. He said, you know, everybody want to just be homemade right now. This shit getting lazy. Music across the board, not underground. Music across the board. Like, pop,
nobody want to pay that money.
Everything's homemade. And then with him saying that, you know, I think Big Brother listening. So he says that on the phone. And later that day, it's a guru comes up, young guru come up on my YouTube, and he's talking about how the music industry went downhill because of the home recording.
Yeah.
The whole quality of sound and music, if you listen, from when it wasn't that many home recording studios, than when it is, all of us sound like shit compared to what we could have sound like. I sound way better when I was 17. Like, because I went to a professional studio.
You went to a real studio, yeah.
I couldn't even smoke in studios. I remember going, like, to smoke in a studio now, I could smoke in the studio and not be doped out in the studio like how I see other artists. Because it's like, bro, from 12 years old to about 28, I couldn't smoke in the studio. That shit was a luxury. I'm not paying you an extra $50 to smoke in your studio. Fuck that, I go outside. And matter of fact, I'm not going outside. I done paid you $60 an hour. I'm staying in the booth and I'm not coming out. They go all the beats.
I got work to do.
Record, bro. We got work to do. Need my money back. You know what I'm saying? So I never had that luxury to, like, there's no secret sauce to what I do. I can put music out at the rate that I do because of that.
Work ethic.
I can memorize rhymes better than. Like, I freestyle. Like this shit is this lyrical exercising. That shit is really like, don't think that your favorite rapper sitting around lamping all day. Jay-Z rap all day. If you think he didn't when he was younger, you're bugging. This shit come to him like that. I watch Asia make magic in no time. Like, you got to think about who I'm around. Like, I'm sitting next to the God MC. Think about this shit, right? I'm a kid from Brooklyn, New York. My roots come from Marcy Project and Clan Hill, that birth. Jay-Z and Big. I got some big fucking shoes to fill, right? And I get blessed to sit right next to the God MC and test the fucking sword. Sharpen the steel. Y'all come out of studio sessions with this nigga bruised the fuck up. I'm about to call my moms one day laughing, right? I said, yo, you know how you always told me I'm gonna meet my motherfucking match? I said, yo, this shit, I said, I hate to be Kemba Walker coming out of Rice, right? I hate to have been Kemba Walker coming out of Rice and he the #1 point guard, right? In high school, and he got to go play against Jerome Dyson and them niggas the summer before they get on the court. That was the summer that made him a demon. You know what I'm saying? So just know, these last 2 years, the shit I'm about to release, my nigga, yo.
Nice.
Purple emoji. Like I tell everybody, the purple emoji horns come out when I start thinking about this shit. Yo, my file's been held up for like 2 years till my computer broke down. You know what I'm saying? I've been mad shit going on. So like, Red Summer didn't come out last year because the computer broke. So I gotta go dig for files. Bravado ain't come out because the computer broke. So I've been digging for files. Like since Scar passed away, it feel like bro been with me. Like for real. Like I'm then there tearing up thinking about this shit. Like bro died on Mother's Day. That was May 14th. I got smacked by a fucking semi truck.
The car was in the
My nigga, I got smacked from the right lane to the left.
Yeah, I did see that accident.
I don't know how the fuck I came back over that way. That was God and Scar in the car with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go so fucking crazy. Because I was saying to myself, I don't want to do this shit no more. Like, bro, not here. And that was the smack upside the head I needed. You know what I'm saying? So, like, trust me. Like, ever since then, I just been, every chance I get, I'm in the studio. I'm cutting records. Like, I'm cutting records. I'm pulling records. I'm mixing records. I'm sending shit out. I'm putting projects in. I'm working overtime grind right now. You know what I'm saying? Just to put all this shit back in this proper perspective because I've been in a different city. I had to catch my traction here, get my life. I got my own crib. I got a car. I just lost my car, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, we making moves. I don't stay still in LA. I treat LA the same way I treat New York. If I can go to the Bronx, I'm going to fucking Venice. If I can go fucking Pomona, I'm going to Pasadena. I'm going to Rancho. I'm going to Santa Ana. I'm going to wherever that car was getting me. I'm here to go. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I feel like Scar and God. I feel like God sitting me down and Scar sitting here with me through this shit. Get this shit done, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I hear every day. You know what I'm saying? Get this shit done. Days I don't want to really do nothing. I just want to sit here and smoke, play 2K, and write some shit. It's like, nah, I got other things to do. I gotta go meet Underground Hip Hop Blog. I don't feel like going. I gotta go. Damn, Lennox got a show. Fuck. Damn, we got rehearsals. Fuck. Oh shit, Asia. Damn. Damn, y'all got a show. Oh shit. Bugsy got a show. Oh shit. Montage over at the store. Like, oh shit, these are the pop-up shops. We gotta do it's never. We working. You know what I'm saying?
What up? Shout out to SC. What up? Shout out to Supreme.
Smoke a lot of weed though. Smoke a lot of weed though.
Carl, what we got? Carl, Primo Jab, what we got before we wrap this up, man?
Yeah, this is why I love podcasts and this podcast specifically. I don't know, there's something about the vibe when we get guests in. You know, I don't know that I've said a word in like 40 minutes, but I've been so tapped in and just the gem after gem after gem that you drop. If you decided to do a baseball podcast, I guarantee you it'd get picked up like big time. Because your personality is so enigmatic. Like you are no doubt as talented as you are personable. You know what I mean? And to me, that's why we wanted to do this podcast, was so that we could show artists more than just, hey, you know, what got you into rapping? What albums have you got coming up? But to just be able to sit and talk with people so we can find out how amazing of a person you are. You know, the fact that you're so intelligent to pick up gems and really study from masters and have the blessing from God to be able to be elbow to elbow with these masters, but then to turn around and share that knowledge as well is the true gift. And so as much as I appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us, I appreciate what you're continuing to do for this culture because it's amazing.
I appreciate you. I appreciate that as well. And like, this is just an honor, like adding my thread to the fabric of hip hop. You know, that's all I'm here to do. Is just add my thread to this shit. You know, it's bigger than me.
Indeed. Primo Jab, what you got?
Yo, I mean, this is another episode where Carl has kind of summed up my sum up of everything.
Sorry,
but even
man.
still, it's good. No, because that just goes to show that it's something that's undeniable and that anybody can understand and anybody can see that K.BURNS, man, you really, you are dyed in the wool of this culture. You really are in this. Like you said, you've been around since before this Renaissance, right? But you're here in the Renaissance and you appreciate what you've learned to get to this point. You have those experience points, man, and it exudes out your pores when you on here just talking about what you've been through and the things that you picked up and who you've been around and who inspires you and how you want to just reach out and move with your style and make the impression that's singularly just you. And that's what you're doing, bro. I mean, like I said, man, your story is just like Biggie told you, like, yo, you want something, man. I mean, you're gonna be a legend, man. It's real, man. You running with it, and it's dope that it's growing every day. Like I said, man, thanks again for coming on, man. I had to reach out, like I said, first I saw your name a couple of times floating around with my man Conspiracy. Just another
that's
young dude.
That's my little brother. Right?
Another y'all got that say, that's my man. That's my little guy too, man.
That's my brother right there. That nigga tall as shit too.
Yeah. G's, man. Shout out G's, man.
Shout out to the G's, man. Shout out to the whole fucking gang, man.
It's just, that's what I'm saying, man. That's why I asked you earlier, to start it off, man. Like you got that energy, man. You definitely got it. You got that aura. You got that glow right now. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're going to keep doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man, because your intentions are pure and you representing right, man. And you definitely are putting your fabric into the big tapestry of this hip hop thing, man. So keep doing, man. Salute, man. Keep doing.
Likewise, guys. I love what you guys are doing as well. It's organic. It's not no clout chasing shit. I'm glad you guys are coming to me now because we don't know where this is going to go,
to the top, baby. You going to the top, man. This would just be, one of the evidence pieces, man. You going to the top, baby.
I appreciate
you know what it is.
And I'm definitely tapping in a lot more. I need to tap in more on the podcast and just start studying more, For me, I always tell people, like, everybody tell me I should podcast. It's like, that's for rap.
Do that shit. But
I'm too active right now. I got so much other shit going on. It's like, if I was to do podcasting, that shit would consume me. You know what I'm saying? I'm an extremist. Like, I was with 38 Special, right? And he said some shit. I looked at that nigga like, I know exactly what you talk about, bro. That nigga said, I'm an extremist. Don't give me an idea I like, nigga. I'm going to dive into that shit. I said, that's real right there. Because I know what he mean. Like, if you like something,
going to do it, overdo it.
Do it or not do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I will say this.
Shout out to Special, too. That's another nigga. Like, I was able to just, I was in the studio with this nigga, but like this nigga different. I fuck with boys. For real. I nigga get busy. For real.
Look, I will say this. If podcasting is not as time consuming as you would imagine, and especially if you're very mobile and connected and in certain circles, for somebody like you, you have a definite leg up, so to speak. If you ever wanted even just some advice on like equipment, how to run a podcast, any of that kind of stuff, hit me up. Like,
absolutely.
Like, Carl know what he's doing.
Looking, Carl, for real.
I've managed all aspects of this and studied podcasts for years. So if just genuinely, if you ever decide you want to go that route and you just want to kind of feel out what it would take, what you would need to do, hit me up, man. I
appreciate that. I appreciate all information. Like, I was always taught information is something you're supposed to just take, and you sift through it and find what's for you. So I'm all for it.
True indeed. Before we get out of here, I'm saying, like, issue 103 of the podcast. Yo, K.BURNS, you like Rubio. You've been in the game for a long time, but you still a young nigga. Know what I mean? Word. Rubio. We forget
Bernie Rubio.
No, Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio.
I know, but
Bernie Rubio.
Rubio. Oh shit!
There you go. That's another album coming out soon.
That's it, Bernie Rubio.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
run.
Bernie Rubio.
I'm gonna have to put you on the intro of that. I need that same shit. I need you on every skit.
Okay. I got you, man.
Every skit, nigga.
I owe your man a skit, yo. I was listening today. My man. I know I call him Ralphie Reese. I owe Ralphie Reese a skit. I'm like, I don't know why I was driving. I was like, oh shit.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I owe him a skit.
Shout out to Dart.
It's wild because when this shit blipped out, when this shit had blipped, we had that little break earlier. As soon as I go on Instagram, Ralphie Reese rapping.
I saw that shit too.
It's funny crazy. Because that
in
verse
the white little suit spitting them darts.
The nigga hit me immediately and said, "Yo, I got some shit you gonna like." That nigga spit that shit. I said, "Nah, say that again." Say that shit again.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All praise due.
That's one of my. He's one of my favorites. Like he's one of my favorite people. Like fuck the rap shit. Like Ralphie Reese, one of my favorite people. Like
that's what's up.
Everybody know we got that Dart unit. You know what I'm saying? We got that main Dart unit connection, like heavy. You know what I'm saying? So, niggas, my brothers, they're my brothers at arms forever.
Well, I learned from him from I Still Love Her, DE.
DE. Yep.
She posted Vinny Vendetta, and that's when I went into Ralphie Reese from the Dart unit. That's how all that shit happened, yo. So shout out to Vinny.
Them dudes right there.
Shout out Vinny Vendetta.
God is son.
Yeah, it's definitely, man. But thank you so very much for coming on the podcast. I know you over there in Cali, you know what I'm saying? We got to go to bed and go to work in the morning. Nah, man.
I'm going to get high.
That's what's up, man. Once again, issue 103 of the Abyss Podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. And St. Louis Cardinals is the best baseball team in the whole entire world. I'm just like, everybody know that. Fuck the Mets. Mets and Cardinals are not making the playoffs this year. But still, Midwest Yankees, the Cardinals. We'll see y'all next week.
My boy
can't even say that shit straight.
Yo, boom. I said it with a straight face. I did.
No, you can't.